We talking about practice.
This is the hottest sports show that's not a sports show. Let's have a conversation. What up, world? Welcome to the TBP show. I'm your host, the almighty Merz. This episode is brought to you by Sauce Supply. Make sure you get all your cannabis supplies from them. You can check your local dispensaries in the state of Nevada, California, and Massachusetts. Got a bunch of dope shit. We got a dope-ass fucking show today. Long-time friend of mine, Westside Las Vegas native. He worked with me during my music career, kind of spun him off on his own career in film and media and music as well. There's so much to say about my guy. We're going to get into it. Currently, he's the senior editor at R&R Partners. It's one of, if not the most elite advertising and marketing company in Las Vegas, maybe even in the country. He's also a filmmaker, director and writer, a father of two. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for my man, Jeremiah J. Spencer.
Thank you.
My guy, man.
Thank you, man. I mean, you don't say my first name like that, bro. You say my first government.
I did the whole government, man. My
man.
bad. I might have to. I have to fudge it a little bit so no one knows who you really are.
No, you can leave it in there.
Oh, we good now?
Yeah, we can leave it in
you
there.
You good now? Okay.
Yeah,
Feds ain't looking for you no more.
No, man. You know, I got a real job.
Yeah, I know. We just mentioned that. Yeah,
I got a real job.
So you good now? But before we start, I got a gift for you, bro.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So for everyone that has no idea, my man Spence, when we used to work on music, he was not a partaker of the cannabis. He was just a drinker.
Yes.
And my man could drink. Like I could never keep up with this dude. But things have changed since then. We're talking like 10 plus years.
Yeah. Things have changed.
So shouts to Sauced. I got you a nice little gift bag. So we got some flour. We got a disposable in there, like this one we was saying earlier.
Oh,
so got you one of those in there.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, got you about like a quarter in there. Some other good stuff in there.
Oh yes, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, everybody. I can show the camera.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody at Sauce. Yeah, you know
that ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake, man. And the. Can never go wrong with it.
You can never go wrong with that. I got you a couple. One for like your room and then one for the living room, just in case.
Yep. And then
got a little towel.
A towel. You can never go wrong with a towel.
You can never go wrong with a towel.
I'm taking this to the gym tomorrow in the morning.
Yep. You can use that. You know what I'm saying? Just this is for me.
Yeah.
As someone who partakes in cannabis, this is dope.
Yes.
Literally, because like we used to be at my crib, my mom's crib.
Yeah.
Mixing my songs or our beats. Because she used to produce for me as well. Mm-hmm. And then after, we go in the backyard and I'm rolling up a blunt and my man is setting up the hookah.
Yeah. I was either like setting up the hookah or I'm chilling with Grams, you know, eating some lumpia.
Yeah.
But definitely not partaking in the weed smoking or any marijuana or anything smoking at all. It was just at that time I just felt like I felt that smoking was more of like something that would make me lazy.
Yeah.
And anybody that knows me knows I'm very disciplined. I'm very much down on myself to do better, and I felt like some people could smoke and be very, have a very good work ethic.
Exactly.
I felt that wasn't me. I had gotten high before, and I was just like, yo, fuck school. Like you
weren't feeling it. Like
everything was like yo, I'm good. I just want to chill, right? And it was just one of those things where it was just like making me a little lazy, and I wasn't where I wanted to be.
It's good to be self-aware, brother.
And that's what it was. It wasn't no diss against anybody that was smoking, because everybody would be smoking around me, and I'm
exactly,
like, we would literally
it's hot box, everything.
We would be in the car, hot box, and I'd be in the back like, I'm good.
Yeah, right before the show, like
I'm good.
It'd be your car. I remember like we would go to events and you be driving and you're letting me smoke in the whip.
I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, I'm good, bro. And then, I guess, after I had graduated
Right.
and, had pushed myself to a certain point. I felt okay smoking. I didn't feel as guilty. I think that's what it was. It was like I would smoke and then they'd be like, bro, did you make any music today? Did you make a beat today? Like what did you do today? That was the first thing that we would do. Like, what did you do today? And I was like, oh damn, I didn't do anything. So let me, let me work. And then once I got to a point to where I was like actually putting in a lot of work and I was actually proud of where I was and I was actually succeeding and a little bit, not successful, but succeeding. Just
every day 1% better.
Every day 1% better.
Yeah.
Once I got to that point, then I was just like, alcohol is actually hindering me. It kind of did a reverse. Alcohol was actually slowing me down, and I couldn't wake up on time because I'm hungover or something like that. So
I went the other way.
Yeah,
I went the other way. So like I didn't really drink that much back in the day. That's why I couldn't keep up with y'all. And when I started coaching, I was just around a lot of cats that was drinking. Yeah. So even before that too, I think I was like going through it. So I was just like, I'm gonna pick up drinking. Terrible thing to do.
Terrible.
And then I built like a taste for it. So then I became like intrigued by different brands of whiskey or tequila or cognac.
Yeah.
Beers.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It's
wine.
Alcohol. I mean, it has this like it's art to it as well.
Yeah, it does.
It has this certain taste, like certain things are for certain feelings, right?
Yeah.
And that's like for me.
But you can't overdo it.
Yeah, you can't overdo it.
I was overdoing it.
And that's
still do. So I'm trying to change though. I'm trying to change. So actually, I don't know if I didn't tell you this, but I signed up for the half marathon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in February. It's like it's like at Sunset Park or some shit. It's not the one, the rock and roll. It's a different one.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm like, dang, I really gotta like, I don't like to run, bro.
You're gonna have to train.
So I had to train, and I'm like, I can't be drinking beer and heavy. You know what I mean? I gotta keep it chill. So
what did you run in high school?
What did I run in high school?
Like, was it long distance or short?
Nah, man, I was a sprinter, and then I turned to a jumper, so I was really short distance. It was like short 40 yards.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard for you. That's gonna be real hard to put down 13 miles like it ain't nothing, bro.
I did 2 miles yesterday, straight through. Like really pushing myself to just do it. Going 12 minutes like per mile. That was my pace.
So
slow as fuck, right? And I'm just like, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna hit 13, but I'm dedicated, bro. Like I need to like challenge myself. You already know how we get down, bro. We see something at the end of the tunnel, we're gonna try to get there.
I mean, I seen you with the whole biking thing.
Yeah, that's true, man. That was one thing too. So like did a couple bike races. Well, just one, but I'm about to do another one in November. And then this is gonna be like, so I got to change my drinking habits and my eating habits. Yeah, you can't,
Nah, the eating is the hard part, especially as we get older. It don't digest like it's supposed to.
It don't, man. Don't.
It just kind of stayed there. It used to be easy to lose 5 pounds, and it's like, yo, that 5 take 5. Like it take a little bit. It take a little bit of training, and so. Yeah, you definitely got to watch. And alcohol is like an empty calorie.
Yeah, true. It does nothing for you.
Does nothing for you.
Like you said, it's more if you do it. And so I'm trying to get to the art part. Like I feel like I'm there, but I just pass it usually. So I got to stick to the art part and just enjoy. The alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know how people stick to the art part of alcohol.
Yeah, I don't either. So I'm about to find out.
Yeah, it's one of those things is where it's like. It's not instant enough for you to stop. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like weed, you can smoke it and it's like, all right, I can't.
You can't go no more because
this is it. You gotta wait an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, but with alcohol, it's like, I don't know I'm drunk until I sit down.
Exactly. Or get up.
No, or get up.
One of the two.
Yeah, one of the two. And then you're like, I overdid it.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? Like we were talking about earlier. We were like a Jack and Coke. Like that was like our shit.
That was every
Jack
day.
And Coke. Very basic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now, like, we on that Japanese whiskey. We got the, with the ginger beer on the mix. Bro, I'd like to say that we've actually graduated into the art.
And got smarter.
So let's toast to that.
Toast to that.
Woo. So, man, how's life, bro? How's the family? Because I know you got 2 kids.
Man, family.
Wife. Married?
Yeah, I'm married. Yeah, life is great, bro. Life is. I have no complaints.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said, I have a beautiful wife, have 2 beautiful kids. You know, I mean, that I love and hate. Any parent, real parents know what it is. Not love and hate. I love my kids at all times, but sometimes I just don't like them. Right? Sometimes it's just like, yo,
what y'all doing?
Yeah, it's like having 2 kids. I have much respect for anybody that has to deal with, you know, a child or anybody that's raising kids on their own. You know, I have a magnificent partner that holds her own. You know, she just texted me and was just like, yo, I'm making this tonight. Like, we ain't going out and spending no money. That's what we talking about.
Man. That's fire, bro.
No, when you can get one and that could, like, because she, you know, anybody that, you know, I'm one of those people. I'm very, like, financially stable and very financial
and aware.
I'm like, at all times.
Always been like that too.
And it's just it's something my grandma did.
Yeah.
She would give me all my money for like school. You know, you get like, oh yeah, here's your allowance. She give me all my allowance on the first.
Damn. So you had to learn how to budget.
On God, bro.
Quickly.
On God. It was sad because it would like it'd be the first week and then like
balling.
Bro. I'm balling out of control. Like I'm balling. I'm like, bro, the nachos on me.
Yeah. Yo, hot Cheetos and Sprite. I
got you, bro. I got all the money you can think about. You know, we going to the movies this weekend?
Yeah.
Easy. It's easy.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Third week.
No, second week. Second week. I'm at school like, yo, Coach Jarrell, hey, can I get a sandwich? Yeah. Like, hey, can I get one of the free? Like, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like you learn it, you hate it, then you get older and you realize like the skill set that was and it was just like I guess, you know, being raised by an older black woman who's, you know, it sucked.
Yeah.
But it was great. It sucked, but it was great. It was like, oh, I want these Jordans. She looking at me like, boy, who pays $100 for shoes? I'm like, everybody. And she like,
not us.
Yeah, not us. Not the woman that was born in the 30s. Right. You know, so you know that was kind of me.
That's how you got your discipline, though.
That's how I got my discipline right there. It was through her. It was through her, definitely.
Yeah, shouts to your grandma, man. And
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. And I just remember coming over to your house. We used to make music, and I just remember I was just on my game so much when I walked into the house, even though I was fucking lit. And I'm just walking like, how you doing, man?
hey, let's get to the back.
Let's hurry up and get to the back and start fucking mixing these records.
Once we get to the back, it's all good.
We good.
We slide the door.
Yeah.
And we good.
Because you get the Di Serono out the bag, get the fucking Jack Daniels out the bag.
Let's get loaded.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was thinking about, I forgot. I wanted to get Di Serono because remember we used to drink that shit.
No, Amarettos.
When we drank that shit, we didn't know it was just an
amaretto that you
flavor,
mix with. Yeah. We was over there drinking it by itself. Waking up with sore stomachs and shit. Yo, oh my God.
Yeah, just ice and Di Serono, thinking like we knew what we were doing. I was gonna mix it with this. I think it would have been perfect, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was Hawaiian Sophie and shit drinking that shit, bro. I was like, I got the little sweet shit over here. What's good? And like, I can drink this all night. Next thing you know, I'm throwing up. Like, bro, that's you supposed to mix that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to drink that shit. That's like drinking grenadine, taking shots of that shit.
Taking shots of it. And he's like, bro, that you not getting lit. Yeah. You getting fat. You're not getting lit.
Bro, that's exactly what it was, man. Man, I miss those times, man. I really miss those times. But yo, for the people actually, Jarrell Harrison, who was a guest on my podcast, who's the head coach for Adams State University, that's one of your main guys. Yeah. So I know you guys went to high school together. Mm-hmm. You play football too? Baseball? Just hoop?
No football. I wouldn't touch a football field.
I feel you, man.
Do you see how people?
Yeah, no, I feel you. That's why I didn't play football.
Yeah, do you see people are dying on the field?
No, I mean it's not funny, but
it's not funny, but
I feel you. Yeah.
But
this is what made me stop because I was about to try out. my freshman year. But so all the fellas we go to the park and we're like, let's get ready. But our version of getting ready was we're gonna play tackle with no pads. So stupid, right?
Tackle with no pads.
Yeah, stupid. It's like 15 of us out there, bro, just like playing tackle with no
over the
pads.
age of 10 is a no-no.
Yeah, we're like 14, 15, 16. And I remember I was coming in on a slant. Ball was coming my way, bro. Went up for a catch. And the dude who was pretty much coming from the other side decked me mid-air. The ball didn't even touch my hands. This shit probably would have been an illegal fucking pass interference because the ball was nowhere near my hands yet. Decked me and it fucking slammed me. I thought I broke my collarbone. Bro, this was like the first play. And then I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm out. Like, he can't play no more. I'm hurt.
He probably saved your life.
Bro, I never played tackle football.
He saved your life, bro. He probably saved your life. Like shout outs to my bros, all my brothers. They play football, bro. Like my boy Kyrie, who refs in the NFL.
Yeah,
he football player. My Jamal Brunfield, football player. Jarrell, football. Like all my boys are football players, right? It used to suck because I used to be like, I mean, it did suck because I was like in the bleachers while they was playing, so I'd be like,
you were with the honeys, man.
And
socializing,
socializing, and if I'm one of those people where it's like, I'm not gonna go out there and go get hurt, unless I really love the sport,
right?
And a lot of people used to join the team just because everybody was on the team, and you know how football and basketball is different.
Way different, bro.
Way different.
Way different, dog.
Everybody gets to play football.
Yeah, basketball. You gotta be specific skill for that shit.
Have a skill. Everybody gets to play football, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be nice,
right?
It's a in high school probably a 75-person roster going on, bro.
You just gotta be ready to die for something.
Yeah, you gotta be ready to die. Yeah, you gotta be ready to die for coach. Like if coach says go out there and go lay on that bomb, you go lay on that bomb, bro. And you don't ask no questions. That's all football requires is bodies. It's like the army. So I used to feel like that. My boys were stars though.
Yeah, I know, man.
Like, all my boys were stars.
Yeah, I mean, Jarrell was like an All-American, was he?
Yeah, and one stayed as the quarterback, and then even before me, my boy Jarrell Lawson. Yeah, he balled out, went to Oregon State, then ended up in the NFL playing for the Beavers. Ended up playing for Philly, or for the Browns, and then Philly. Yeah, so I grew up in that neighborhood. And all the cats in that neighborhood are ballers. Yeah. But then when you go to the school, Paulo Verde, not everybody's a baller. So I used to be looking at the team sometime like, I'm better than him. Yeah. I'm faster than him. I'm stronger than him. But I'm not going to get out there on this field,
I'm gonna sit right on this bleacher.
Yeah, I'm going to sit right over here, bro. I'm
Go
good.
Green.
Yeah. Y'all go do y'all thing, bro. I'm
Just
good.
To my guys.
Yeah.
Yo, so I remember I asked Jarrell because he's musically inclined, all that, and I was asking him like, where he got that from. Was it like around being around you and shit? He said that y'all took like a computers class that like also tapped into production or something like that.
Yeah, modern music technology.
Yeah, that's crazy to have that shit in high school. Like,
I think
back then,
I think Paulo Verde was the only school that had it, bro.
That shit wasn't in our school.
We had dolls and everything, bro. Yeah. Like so you walk in, there's like 15 workstations, and what it was I was in orchestra. Yeah, it was whack.
Doing carrying his violin around.
Yeah, bro. Like I was happy that I could read music, right? And I was happy that that I was inclined to actually be able to play an instrument.
100%.
Being living in the hood and everything. A lot of people don't play instruments, especially a goddamn violin or cello or bass. Right. So that was dope. But what it wasn't the band. And anybody from Vegas, it wasn't Mojave's band. See, I went to West Middle School.
Man, Mojave's band was ill.
And Mr. Morentic, which was the band coach for West, playing Forgot About Dre at West Middle School games, he went to Mojave. And so I always wanted to be in the band. It was just, when you went to West Middle School, it's like, all 3,000 kids want to be in the band. Nobody wants to be in the orchestra. Yeah. So, once I got to high school, we had like a chance to switch classes if you were already into music. Right. And so I was in the orchestra, and I wasn't feeling it. I'm just like, this is boring as hell. This is like we're sitting here playing music from 300 years ago, which is cool. But at the same time, like you know, I mean, it's cool, but it's like
Tchaikovsky and
bro,
shit.
Look, it's beautiful, bro. You get to learn the way music is made, you know, and all this. But other than that, I'm just like, I'm bored, you know. And this class is boring, and I don't want to wear a collared shirt. Yeah, anybody, I don't dress like that. So I went to this class, Mr. Deneen, for modern music technology, and me and Rel, we like, man, let's try this class out. So we went to the class, and me and Jarrell, we just like even back then, we just like to rap. Yeah, and so we would make like the wackest beat, boom, just so you can start writing, just so I can rap. Oh, from the street. My wife beater is my jersey.
That's some street shit, bro. That's what you rapping about. Damn,
no, and the cold thing about it was the reason why I remember that bar is because we had a concert, and I really spit that bar, and everybody was like, "Oh, he said his white beater is his jersey." And I was
you get canceled now. You say that shit was wife beaters.
Yeah.
You say that. You say that shit in school. Yeah, man, it's a rap. But that's crazy because so you guys were recording actual like songs in class.
Yeah, we were recording songs in class.
That's tight, man.
Yeah,
I wish I had that.
We started. Damn, funny that I have never thought about that class.
Yeah,
and never thought about what like how it actually probably impacted me after because Lord knows just
what could have happened. Yeah,
and when Lord, just a short amount of time later, this was what I was really doing every goddamn day.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a career path that I went out on. It was just like, this is what I like to do. Yeah. And I mean, that's kind of what it is right now. Even right now, even what I do is like, this is what I like to do. I'm only going to do what I like to do now. Yeah. I'll never force myself to do something I don't like to do. We only live so many days.
Yeah, man. That's love right there, man. That's real. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you guys would make music and then just go and hoop after that, huh?
We go make some music. Jarrell go eat like 2 pounds, 3 pounds of food, bro. Because that dude was like a house, bro. Like, we go to my boy Tyree house. He'll eat his whole refrigerator out, bro. And then like we'll be like, this guy just ate our lunch.
That's crazy. That's what happens though when you take kids out the hood, put them in an all white school. And you have a music production teacher, bro. You're gonna make some songs, and if all y'all athletes, man, it's like, yo, we do whatever we want.
Bruh, to be honest, we took it. We started making diss records. Like we just started. We got. So, rest in peace, Bryce. Me and my boy Bryce. Yeah. We had like, we're tight. Oh shit, we're tight.
Yeah,
and we just said, hey, bro. Let's beef. Like out of nowhere, it was like let's beef. Like not Jay-Z and Nas had just started beefing, right?
Yeah. 2001.
2001. I'm like, let's beef.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? And I'm like, bro, I'm about to dish you. And he just looked at me like, what are you talking about? So before I can even make my song, I come to school. He's playing everybody his song.
He had his diss record.
He already had it, bro. He was like as soon as I said it, he was like, what? And they were like, went and made one. So it was like, it came on. It was like, he's like, some, what's up, Joe Maya, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I guess he like slaps me or some shit, right? And then it goes, Jeremiah, why? Jeremiah, why you make me do this to you? Why you make me do this to you? You should have just listened to me. And the funniest thing, we're sitting there just listening together.
Yeah.
We're listening to him diss me together. And I'm like, that's hard, bro. Yeah. And I mean, it was funny because in high school, that's all we wanted to do. Jarrell, he had who he beefed with?
Who?
Sam King.
No way.
Him and Sam King and
I forgot Sam King went over there.
And another, it was 3 of them. They made beef records all day with each other.
That's hilarious, dog.
When next time you talk to Sam, be like, I heard you used to make beef records in high school.
I need to get him on the show. I need to get him on the show, man. Yes, I know he got stories.
He was different. I didn't.
He still is, man. He's his own lane.
He played football, so he was always with and I met him through Jarrell.
Yeah.
And his dad is a Vegas legend.
I didn't know that. Who's his dad?
I think his dad was like a real big player at UNLV.
Oh, word.
Yeah. And so when he came in, it was funny because Sam is Sam. Sam's himself, right? Like he ain't trying to not trying to act like this crew. Not trying to act like this crew. He's just himself. And if you accept him, you accept him.
Right.
He might come to school with a tuxedo with no arms.
Yeah. And he's still like that, bro.
No, and he's still like that. So it was funny that after high school he went into music because in high school he was doing it, but everybody thought he was going to be a football player only.
Yeah, because he's a big dude.
He's a big dude, and nobody really listened to his music. And I went to like one of his first music video sets.
Yeah,
me and Jarrell go, and he goes, I'm gonna put this neon glow in the dark stuff on my face. And then it's like, I'm going to chew these neon flowers. Yeah. I think it was on his highlights tape.
I think I seen this video.
Yeah, and he goes, but then I want you to come, and he tells the director, he's like, I want you to drag my body across the floor. And we're in a hookah lounge.
I remember seeing this video back in the day. Yeah.
And I'm sitting there just looking at it. I mean, that's very interesting, though. I want to see what it looked like. And once I seen the video, I was like, he envisioned that shit. Yeah, he did. So people don't want to look at him as a football player. Yeah. Same as Jarrell. Yeah. But they don't know like Jarrell's a poet.
Yeah, he's creative.
Yeah, he's like Jarrell's actually like a poet. Yeah. He loves writing. He loves you ask him about his rap, you ask him about rappers, you could tell he's a poet by who he says back to you.
You could just hear him talk. Like I hear him talk when he does his interviews after a game or before a game. Mm-hmm. Like he's eloquent, you know what I mean? And then also like he reads a lot of books. So like, you know what I mean? Like I can get that from him. Like, you know what I mean? So it makes sense that he was like a writer. You know, he's trying to write songs and stuff in high school.
If he didn't do that, I'm not saying he would be in the music industry, but he loves music just as much as that. Like he hits me up and sends me music. Yeah, and it's crazy because I'm like, damn, he be knowing all the new shit because he got the kids.
Exactly.
I ain't got the kids.
That's how I was when I was coaching, man. They just put me on.
Because I need it. I need the new. Not that I need it just to stay in tune and be hip. I need it just because it's just something new. It's growing.
Yeah, it helps you with your craft.
It helps me with my craft, and it makes me understand like what people are feeling and how to talk to people. Because basically, all the songs are saying the same thing since the start of time.
Right, 100%.
It's just the dialogue has changed. Yeah. So, Rel is one of those people, man. Shout out to my boy, man.
Yeah, no, for real. Shouts to all your guys, man. Because like, if people don't know, and some people might be listening to this, especially if they're from Vegas, they might not realize like how successful your squad is, bro. Like everybody from your class and maybe the class before, like Jarrell, all those guys are like successful people. And you guys were creative. Like, it's funny because like you hear us talk about in high school, we used to make music, we used to rap and all that, but they don't realize that shit literally set y'all up.
It did.
Low key.
It did.
And that's what I want to get into next, because we linked up like a couple years after graduation probably through our like a mutual friend, Ramon, who was rapping out here. And like it was dope because you kind of took the role. I don't even know how this happened, but you took the role of like, yo, I'm gonna like make sure you sound nice. Like, but at the same time, you were making beats. So like, we would make beats together. And one of the biggest things that you taught me was mixing. Like,
oh, okay, I didn't know I taught you. I didn't know that.
It wasn't even that you taught me, because I feel like we learned together when we first made beats. You remember like we were like. You're like the first one to like really go into like each track and then shape the sound a little. Yeah, I never used to do that shit, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I think is I pay attention to detail. You know, I'm a very, that's a good and bad thing. Sometimes it takes up a lot of your time for things you don't need to. 100%. It makes you super detailed in things you don't need to. But that's just me. I'm super anal. I'm very detailed. And what it was I was learning from you something that I thought I had knew from high school, which was just taking something analog and making it digital. Yeah. I wasn't computer literate. at that time. I was computer literate. I knew how to cut a fucking computer on and do the regular stuff.
Yeah.
But you were working at Apple before and after. Like at that time you were at Adidas.
Yeah.
But you were still super computer literate, and it was just one of those things where I was just like, I didn't understand how this digital workstation and this digital representation of what's analog, how to make it work.
Oh, that's right. Because when we were making beats together, it was more so like you were kind of like telling me what you hear, and then I had to kind of do it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Right.
Because you were bringing me records, like samples and stuff. Remember that shit?
Yeah. I would bring you like Manuel Ferguson, Stanley Clark and stuff like that.
You were like, yo, listen to this. Like, let's chop this, put it here. And then we actually entered some beat battles. And
won a lot of beat battles.
Yeah, we won a lot.
We got a lot of controversy.
Yeah,
from winning these beat battles.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all know who you are. You know what
y'all
it
know
is.
who y'all are. We still beat. But that's dope though, because like, I think that helped us a lot, because it got to a point where you went to school for it, and then you actually learned how to mix for real, and it surpassed my mixing knowledge. And then it got to the point where when I was done recording all my tracks, even though they're like pre-mixed, I was like, here you go.
Right. No, that's how Black Gold was, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Black Gold was like that. Even when we did some of my mixtapes, that's when we used to pull up at the crib, and then you did the final check, man, just to make sure. Yeah.
Stay all night, walk in, knock on Germ's doors.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
he was about this big probably at that time.
Yeah, he was small, man.
We would be there. Like I said, we'd be there all night. Run. Those were the days, bro.
It was the days, man.
Those were the days. Like I would literally get off work and just be like, yo, I got a session tonight. I'm probably gonna be at Marion's house for about a good 7 to 8 hours, bro.
Into the next morning.
The next morning. Yeah. I mean, and it's crazy because I never looked at it as like
setting you up, man.
Yeah, I never looked at it as work, bro. I just looked at it as fun. It was always
me too. Yeah,
it was always fun. It's like, yo, I'm kicking it with the homie. We making music. He getting high, I'm getting drunk.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
I'm going downstairs. Grams may feed me or something like that. Like this is life. That was life right there for me. It was everything.
Same. It was life for me too, man. We go to work and we link up
again, bro. Like, I don't think nobody really understands. Like, so you brought in the school part.
Yeah,
and I don't know if you remember. Because I always remember like how you did this, and I was just like, oh yeah, bro, you 100 forever for me for real.
Yeah, what happened?
You had just came back from California.
Okay,
it's like 6 in the morning. You had just come back from California. You're about to go in the house. I pull up. I'm like, I'm about to go to California.
Oh, I do remember this. I do remember this.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember this, bro.
And you like, word? I just came back.
Yeah, literally just came back,
like a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you ain't trying to roll out though? And I'm like, in all honesty, I'm like, I'm not trying to go on this fucking school trip by myself.
That's right, bro.
Rising was her name.
Rising, that's right. Wow. She was the school rep.
The school rep.
Yeah.
And she was like, yo, you gonna come out? And so I'm like, let me see if my boy wanna go, because I'm not finna just drive. I'm not finna drive out here to this school. This is a long ass trip, bro. I just didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
And then you was like, all right, man. He's like, I just came back literally like an hour ago. Yeah. So I could see it in your face. Like I could see like, oh damn, you drove.
Yeah,
like you drove back.
I drove.
Like you didn't just come back, you drove back. So I'm like, damn, bro. And you like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump on the side and go to sleep.
That's exactly what I did.
I
woke up on the 101 freeway.
Yes, yeah.
I heard and then you rolled the windows down because the breeze was nice. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
And we went toward the school and shit.
Yeah, it was like 9 in the morning.
Yeah. We had a good time. Like we're like, oh, this shit is high tech as fuck, but I'm not coming here.
Yeah, no, she tried to hit you. She tried to hit you with the crazy, like, one, it was dope. Everything in there was dope.
No, everything was dope.
And then she was saying, oh, it's nothing. We can get you in here, no problem, this and that. And then she started ringing out the prices, and she's trying to get you to sign up right then and there. This is what really made me be like, don't do it, Jay. Because like she was like, it's gonna be X amount of money. It's like 100 racks, I think. It was expensive.
No, it was expensive as shit.
And then you were like, man, if I do this, I might have to sleep in my car.
No, and then she
said,
her reply, go ahead. Her reply was like, yeah, some people do that.
Some people do that. Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not sleeping in my car in Los Angeles. Like, what is wrong with you?
Nah, and then the crazy thing is we didn't want to drive all the way back after. So I hit up Derek. I was like, yo, me and Spence out here, bro. Could we crash at the pad at least like one night just to regroup? And yeah, man. And bro, man, we had some fucking... We had some time.
No, we basically lived in California,
we did.
bro.
We was back there every other weekend.
Every other weekend, we was in California. We'd be in Riverside at the Vibe.
Yeah,
you know, or it just didn't matter. We was always there.
Yeah, I remember that was the first time we met. Ab-Soul was at the Vibe.
Ab-Soul, it was Gator from G. They had the GED chain and shit. Yeah, he was there.
It was a brick to your face show. They did like a monthly joint. Like every month they did like a open mic joint. But it was like you come through and actually
just get on the mic and go up there and rock it. And we went up there to go see Ramon Jones. Ramon Jones, who used to live out here and was cool with Ramon.
And Ramon was actually on the bill too. But we brought the whole squad, Neek, me.
Oh, that was a funny night.
Yeah.
That was a fun night, bro.
It was a fun night. We had a good time. So look, we go to this joint, and Ramon was like the main artist at the time. We created like a little label, right? It's actually a lot bigger than a little, but Ramon was the one we was trying to push because his sound was more sonically mainstream and different than any other rapper out there. So we're like, let's push this shit. And me and you were focused on the mixing, producing side at the time. And we had Neek.
Yeah, and Neek.
He's another type of dude who could just go bar for bar with anybody. So anyway, we got booked for this show in Riverside. We go to Riverside, and it was Ab-Soul, us, Ramon Jones. I guess Gator was there too. Curtis King. And I remember Ab-Soul went on and killed it. That's when I was like, this was our first time performing in California and seeing Cali rappers. So we're like, yo,
different level.
This is a different level. And Ramon was like, you're next. And this dude said, nah.
Bro, I remember that night like it was yesterday, bro.
Yeah, and we were like, what? What do you mean, nah? Like, you've been on the flyers, you've been pushing this shit. We drove all the way the fuck out here.
We had a whole day.
Yeah.
Based on that. Like, I remember, who else? We were like walking downtown recording ourselves that whole day.
Yeah, well, I think Omar and Neek came with us.
Omar had the camera because we stopped by Roscoe's before.
Yeah, we went to Roscoe's. We had a whole ass day. Yeah. And I just remember, bro, he said no. And we're like, what do you mean no? Like, you're next in 5 minutes. So he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't feel like he was nervous. He was scared.
He was nervous. And then it was like,
he hyped it up in his head too much.
Then the end of the night had happened and everybody was walking like towards their doors. Remember, it was like, because since we're from out of town, it was like, yo, you don't go on. It's like Black Book Session, right?
Yeah.
You gotta pay your way.
Earn your shit.
You gotta earn your way. You know, you don't get
but
that.
But they were just going out to smoke.
Yeah. It was
people was still gonna go in, but you know, he probably saw that and was like, I'm not gonna perform to two people.
Yeah, no, and it was just.
But you remember who saved the day? Saved the night for our label, though, right? Neek.
Did Neek go up there?
Yeah, we were like, we need somebody to go up. You don't remember that?
Nah, man, I just remember the bag session after.
Oh yeah, that bag session was crazy. Like, I might, if I'm mixing two shows, I might be, but I remember we did. I think Neek went up and did one song.
You know, he probably did.
Or maybe me and him did it.
Because Neek was there. Because I remember Omar being there, Neek being there. Yeah. I remember we went into a record store where the guy had like Michael Jackson records. I think Michael Jackson used to go into that record store actually that we went to. Like I remember like.
That baggage session might actually still be on YouTube.
I
just don't know where it's at. But
yeah, I won't. That's just old.
We were going in on Ramon the whole night and just giving him shit for everything he said. We were like, man, shut up, fool.
For real. The whole night we start bagging, and then cold thing is, me and you went and go kick it with some Disney stars.
Yeah, we went to somebody called us, and we're in Riverside, so one of your guys called us. Alex?
Adam, but Alex from the Cab.
Oh, Alex from the Cab, and was like, yo, come out to Sunset Hollywood and kick it with us. So like I'm like, okay, the Disney stars, I don't even know who these people are, but we're like, fuck it, like, let's go. And then Ramon's like, where y'all going? We were like, shut up.
Yeah, like
we
stay here.
Stay here.
Oh, that shit was funny,
Yeah,
bro. I think we went to like, they got something called Ranch or something like that.
Some
out there.
shit. It was like a little dive bar.
Yeah, but it closed.
Yeah.
I remember when we pulled up, Cat
Von D
Cat
and
Von
Bam
D was
Margera were there.
We're there, right?
Yeah.
That's how long
No,
ago.
but we
they
were at
famous.
we ended up at their table because weren't they with
what happened? Well, yeah,
Alex?
but then we got kicked out and we left and we went to the strip club
Oh,
across
that's
the street.
right. And that's where I got kicked out of the strip club.
Because it was like $10 for some soda, and we like, bro, we from Vegas.
yeah,
I'm not
ain't
finna pay
paying
no
that shit.
$10 for no soda. And he was like, you gotta have a soda or you can't stay in here. I'm like, I'm finna drink a Sprite and look at some titties.
Yeah, and I remember looking at the dude, and I was like, I'm not paying $10 for soda.
Yeah,
and then Alex was like, no, it's okay. Like, he's trying to be cool about it. And then, because we were at the front stage.
Yeah, we were right there.
We were right there, yeah.
And, and he just literally came over. He's like, yeah, man, it's $10 for the soda. I'm like, for a Sprite, bro? I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm like, and that's when we just starts flexing. Like, bro, I'm from Vegas. Y'all strip clubs suck anyway. Like,
and then remember they did one of these. They were like, you guys got to go.
Yeah, I'm like,
we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck the strip club. I'm like, strippers suck anyway.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know why we were just going because they went. Like,
that was the only thing. We only went because it's a strip club, bro. First of all, I'm not throwing no money.
Exactly. I didn't throw any money. I'm like, I'm not giving no stripper no money, and I'm not paying y'all $10 for a Coke.
Bro, we just had a show, an unsuccessful show.
Yeah, I'm not paying. Yeah, the fuck, we didn't get paid. Like that shit is nah. But we left. We drove back to man. Dog, we had that was some good times, bro. That was some good times, man. I want to kind of segue because we did a lot, and we could talk about the music career forever because we were in that for about 10 years.
Yeah.
So and I appreciate it, man, because like honestly, without your help, bro, I don't think I could have been as successful, or we could have been successful.
Because it goes vice versa. The things that I learned from us making music, that work ethic, that even though your eyes hurt, that pushing through. I literally had to. Just last night, I was editing till like 4 this morning. Yeah, and still woke up at like 7, and then still took my kid to school. Still, like that grind mentality.
Yeah, and still made it here on time.
It's still making here. It's and still actually be excited for it. Right at the end of the day, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to my boy.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's been a minute too. So
and so it's one of those things where it's just like I learned a lot from that work ethic that we built. And I also learned a lot just from the simple fact that audio and video work in the same ways. Yeah. A lot of people don't probably even think about it like that. Yeah. But the way that we create is the same. The layers that we lay, that is the same. Everything is the same. And so when I transferred over, when I made music, I never made beats to make beats. All of my beats sounded like they were supposed to be on film.
100%, and I've rapped on a couple of those.
Yeah, and that's all it was supposed to be. Because I always told you, I was like, I like to make music that goes with film, that goes with picture, and so that was always my thing. Video was always my thing. It was just that it wasn't as accessible as it is today. To have these cameras, they didn't have DSLRs.
Yeah, and not only that, but this shit was probably like way
thousands.
over our budget.
No, this is thousands and thousands of dollars. They have these lights on you that actually don't change the color of your skin and actually be corrected. Have a 96 CRI. They have these DSLR cameras. These DSLR cameras didn't start recording video until like 2012.
Yeah, I remember that because that's when we started shooting our own music videos.
So before then, it was just like, oh, you got this big ass Sony,
or a red camera or something.
Yeah, and so it's just too expensive, and so it wasn't accessible. The only person around us was Omar.
Yeah, that was it. And Omar's killing it right now.
And as he should.
Yeah, as he should. Omar El Tak Rory, man, if you guys just look him up, this dude is killing the game. He's like the media guru of the fucking whole world, bro. And I'm so proud of that dude.
No, every time I see him, I see him like, and I'm not supposed to, if that makes sense. Like, I'm on YouTube, and all of a sudden he just pops up, and I'm like, this motherfucker, I know. I'm looking at my wife like, hey,
he's here. Here he is. Here's that man.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
You don't think so? Let me show you this video when we went to California.
Long ass time ago. Yeah. Now, I want to segue into, because you went to the Art Institute? Or where'd you go? Where'd you graduate
No,
from?
I went to the Hartford.
Hartford, okay.
I mean, the things changed a million times, but
yeah. And then, so you graduated from there with a
degree in film and sound.
Film and sound, and then you found your way into art. Did you go R&R right away? Or
No, so how it actually happened, I was working at the law firm, like always.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I was working at the law firm, and I mean, basically what happened was the pandemic had happened.
Mm-hmm.
And during the pandemic, we're making music.
Yeah.
But we're also poor.
Yeah, 100%.
So I decided to go back to school. I had already done my stint at UNLV, but a marketing degree doesn't get you into an advertising company when there's a recession because nobody's buying anything.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get the job. I tried to get an R&R back in like 08, 09, 2010, like all these years. I always tried to get there. A lot of people know that, but I always tried to get in there. But it just didn't happen because the times weren't right. Mm-hmm. So I said, forget it. I'm gonna go back to school because why not? And because our generation was taught to be that dumb to go to school for everything. Yeah, YouTube wasn't as powerful as it is today.
Exactly, bro. That's why I be flaunting these, because at this point this shit is the most expensive thing I own. Man.
Exactly. And so it's like, you know, they told us to go to school. They always told us, hey, Duke could get you in the door, but Duke also put you to where you on the streets too. You know, you'll have $100,000, $200,000 of loan money. Mm-hmm. So you know what it was I went to school after that, and that's when me and you were making music, and I was just already accelerated. It was crazy because we were doing what in real life what people were going to school, and it should have told me quit. Yeah, it should have told me quit, because I had a teacher, Corey, mm-hmm. and he part of Floyd Mayweather's crew. Okay. And he was and he was a cool cat. He was only a couple years older than me. Yeah. And me and him would kick it, and I would play our music. Yeah. And then he'd look at me like, kind of on some like, what you doing? Yeah. What you doing here? And I'm just like, well, I'm learning the stuff, and it's like, can't nobody teach you to be creative. Yeah. You know, can't nobody teach you that. You like, they can teach you the steps that they do, but whatever they do ain't gonna be what you do. Mm. Whatever you do ain't gonna be what they do. You'll never have the same process, which is why creativity is the greatest thing ever, because nobody creates the same. Right. It just even if you copied somebody all the way down to the T, it wouldn't be the same. Yeah, exactly. It'll always be a difference. And it was kind of like sucked because I was already about to graduate.
So you're like, fuck it, let me just finish it up.
Yeah, just finish the shit up anyway. But you know, I had learned a lot of stuff about that in school about sound, but I just learned so much from us already having a crew. We was out here in the streets.
It was every day, man.
We was every day with it. We had a show every weekend. Yeah. If you wasn't on the show, if you wasn't on the bill, Ramon was on the bill. Ramon was on the bill. Neek was on the bill. If Neek was on the bill, DJ Final was DJing
somewhere. Yeah.
You know, and we were there. Nobody could be rapping. DJ Final just DJing. And I'm just like, I'm still here. We're still at Red Bull's Big Tune. We're still at the Palms with them. You know, exactly. So we were a supportive crew, and we just really kind of killed it on our own. And it was funny because in school, I would just go to school and I'd be like, so much more advanced than everybody in here. Way ahead. Yeah, bro. Way ahead. Like, you guys are talking about limiter still?
Yeah. Damn. We figured that shit out in 4 seconds. Yeah.
No, and it would just make me scratch my head and just like, oh man. So yeah, I went to school and I graduated with a degree in film and sound. The film part is the part that actually propelled me. Yeah. It helped me get to where I am now, as in business. It never helped me get into the doors with my mouthpiece and with everything else. It just helped me get into there where people would say,
you got a piece of paper.
And then kind of be like, okay, let's see if you can do it, right? Yeah. And you know, and a lot of some people they didn't look at the paper, but a lot of people need to look at the paper. They need to unroll that thing and then kind of look at you and then look at the paper and size you up and then kind of put it to the side because it still is that old way of thinking for some people.
Yeah. Spencer, I thought you were white.
Yeah, no, that's what exactly like Jeremiah. I mean, that's Hebrew, but Spencer is.
Now, you know what's crazy, bro? Is like, one of my best projects, Black Gold, that you mixed and mastered, was in a garage. So like, my last album, Alumni, that I did with cousin, I was in the kitchen. You mixed that in the kitchen.
There you go.
Like. People don't realize, like, yes, you went to the school, you did all this, and people are getting all this work. And most of the time, the music that we created, we were in a disadvantage because we didn't have the sound quality in terms of like the acoustics around us.
No.
So we really had to work even double time on the ears and shit, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I remember what we used to have to do was we would mix a song.
Yeah.
We mix it like 3 times.
Yeah.
We'll export it 3 times.
Yep.
We'll put it on an iPod.
Yep.
That's how old this shit is. Not an iPhone, but an iPod.
Yeah.
Then we get in the car and we listen to all the different mixes and kind of write down like, yeah, this is the highs are a little screechy.
Yeah.
And then we'll jump in somebody else's car.
Yeah.
To make sure. Because we be like, no, man, your whip might suck.
Yeah.
Let's just go check somebody else's car out real quick. And then we play it in my car and we like, yeah, let's turn this down a little bit right here. Let's do that. And then so we had our own science. It's crazy. We had our own little science to how we were working that I never really thought about until now.
Right.
It was a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of long nights, bro.
Long nights, man. We were in there, man. Like we said, man, it's definitely one of those things where us doing these long nights led you into, to finish school and then into R&R, which my bad. I know we keep bouncing, but that's just how, our life, our whole situation
is
like
conversation
that.
is.
But like, so you got into R&R, like off rip, they didn't put you in like the production side, right?
No. So like,
this is an amazing, and to me, this is an amazing story.
So what happened was, I always wanted to work for R&R. Like I said, it's just like I said, they're the staple here.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just that; it was that they had a production department that consistently gets work with like higher type partners. So you get to touch these projects that a lot of people don't get to touch.
Yeah.
You get to work with a lot of celebrity, and I'm celebrity or not, I don't give a damn.
Right.
I could give 2 fucks about celebrity. We worked with one of the biggest celebrities in the world right now.
Who's that?
Right?
Who's that?
Kendrick.
Oh, you guys working with Kendrick?
I'm talking about me and you worked with Kendrick.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. That's a story we could talk about. Yeah.
But so that doesn't bother me. I swear that's not something on my mind.
Yeah.
Since I wanted to be in there and everything, I always had this dream of like, being able to work on big commercial projects, not just work there, but just commercial projects. So that was my path to that. Mm-hmm. So what happened was our boy Mike, Koch,
shouts to Coy, Mike Koch.
He ended up working at R&R. Actually, Petey is another guy who worked under me at the law firm.
Yeah.
He went there first because he had a connection there through his girlfriend's mom.
Right.
Then he brought Mike over. Now, Mike already knew, like, Jay wants to come here.
Yeah.
And me and Mike, like, I'm Mike's boss, but I'm nobody's boss.
Yeah, I feel you.
like
just on paper. That's just what it
that
is.
shit's on paper, bro.
Yeah.
Me and you boys.
Yeah.
So he hits me up and he's like, Jay, there's a spot open here, bro. Like one of the people, they're leaving, and it's a runner's position.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so what happened was I just found out I had a baby on the way. Nasir was on his way.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, what's the pay like? Pay cut like 50%. So I'm like, man,
damn.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a
with a kid on the way.
With a kid on the way.
Wow.
So First thing I did, no, right? Yeah. Under me was another another worker that worked with me and Mike, and him and Mike are cool. They went to high school and middle school with each other.
Yeah.
My boy Trevor. So I told Trevor, I'm like, man, I'm like, Trevor, just take it, bro. Yeah. Like, get out of here, man. Like, this is a dead end job, bro. Just like, get out of here. So he took it.
Yeah.
And probably the week later, I'm like, what did I do? Right?
Yeah.
Like what? Like
I should be in there.
I should be in there.
That's where you've been wanting to go.
Right. Yeah. That's where I've been wanting to go. But I have these responsibilities.
Right.
My son being on the way, he's my first priority.
Mm-hmm.
You get to your dream after you take care of your priorities.
Yeah.
You know, because I brought him in here.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset. And
respect, man.
You know, working there. I would check in with my boy Trevor, Mike, and them. They'd be like, "Yo, man, we up here riding 4-wheelers." I'm like, "Oh shit,
yeah." Damn, I really fucked up.
Yeah, I'm like, I really messed up, man. I could be riding 4-wheelers. Like, I be getting paid half, but I be riding 4-wheelers though.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't gotta pay for it.
I ain't gotta pay for it. You know, like they over here talking about all the stuff. Meanwhile, I'm at the law firm slaving. You know, on top of a roof. Like, I'm not doing law firm shit. I'm slaving.
You're doing maintenance.
Doing maintenance, bro. That's exactly what I'm doing. Maintenance, bro. I'm cutting carpet and shit.
Like, who's the darkest dude in the office? Hey, Jeremiah, get up there. And,
go get on the roof.
Bro.
And every time they be like, get on the roof, I'm like, bro, anybody that knows I'm afraid of heights, I'm not getting on the roof.
Yeah.
Like, tell your mama get on the roof, bro. I'm not getting on the roof. So what happened was Nasir's born, and my boy Trevor, he like, bro, like, I think there might be another spot.
Yeah.
Same pay though. It's still that 50% cut.
Mm-hmm.
And Kendrick came in my mind. I know we'll talk about this later.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about it later. Yeah,
but that situation had came in mind about what happened after the concert and how I didn't move the correct way.
Yeah,
how the correct way would have been put everything down, drop it, like don't even care, just like go 100 at it, right?
Yeah.
That's how I should have handled that situation. I looked at the situation and said, it's coming to you again.
Mm-hmm.
You've been trying for years. Within the same year, the job opportunity has came twice. So, I took it, I quit.
Smart.
I quit, I quit my job. I didn't know how I was going to pay for rent. I didn't know how I was going to pay for Pampers. Thank you. I didn't know how I was going to pay for Pampers. I didn't know how any of that was going to happen. I just kind of just said, put it in God's hand and just let it be what it is. Like, I'll figure it out. I've been in hard times before. Never been a parent before, but I've been hard. It's been hard times before.
Right.
So, I come in there. I start off as a runner. And I had to work
which is for the people that don't know, what were you doing as a runner?
Basically taking documents, places, doing whatever they tell me to do. Like, hey, go pick me up at the airport. You're dealing with VPs.
Yeah.
You're dealing with VPs' wives. I had to get camping gear before. Like, oh yeah, we're going camping. Go get the right camping gear. I'm like, bro, I've never been camping. You're gonna be in some fucked up shit. So, like that's who I was. I was a person. I worked in the mailroom, basically. I was Chris Rock on Boomerang.
You were like the
I walked around with a goddamn cart and made jokes and to all the people that were paid higher than me. So that was my role there. And it took a while for me to work my way up, but that's how I started there.
That's crazy. And then so you were doing that for how long?
I was a runner. Actually, I moved pretty quick. I was a runner for like 8 months to almost to a year. And then I moved to executive runner, which is being under the CEO.
Okay, so you were running for him.
Yeah, which taught me something else, how bosses move.
Yeah.
When people talk about like how people like Jay-Z and them move, I understand now. Yeah. I understand, like, I'm not being rude. I ain't got time. Yeah, everything's business, right? And I definitely, because my boss is he's busy, like he has Barack Obama's number, like he's that type of person. So anybody that has that type of like connection. Small talk isn't like a no for them. It's just that like, hey, I can't have small talk for 30 minutes because every minute matters in my day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And to the point to where somebody's like, why do people like, I felt like Devil Wears Prada, but without him being like the mean, I'm testing you person, like how Meryl Streep was doing.
Right.
He wasn't testing me. It was just like, oh no, you got to do a lot because I'm an important person and I have connections and and everything that I do matters. Yeah. And everything I do matters. And so it's just like you have to take knowledge of that.
Right.
You can't half-ass anything. And he doesn't half-ass anything.
So you started to move kind of like him.
I started to understand and started to move like him. And one of the biggest things was he hired my cousin to cook a breakfast for him for like a meeting that he had like a senator.
Yeah.
And my cousin, okay, what kind of food is he like? I'm like, I understand you looking at this place like it's uppity.
Yeah.
But he like flavor.
Yeah.
So do both. Do your non-flavor bullshit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's gotta keep it real. Do your non-flavor. Do your plain bagels and shit that you gonna do.
Yeah.
But then whip it up. Have a bagel with some catfish or some shit on it, bro. Like hit him with that, right? Yeah. And he writes up a price.
Yeah.
And his secretary looks at it and says, "Oh no, James. This and he's thinking he's over."
Yeah.
He's like, "This is not enough.
Oh wow.
You need to up your price."
Yeah.
And what she said made so much sense. She was like, "Bill, stop. he can't be looked at as a cheapskate in the city.
Yeah.
His name can't be dirtied in a certain way. Not that it matters what people say per se,
right?
But you don't start the rumor. You don't underpay. You don't like. So he overpays, and I'm like, what? He's like, he overpays, not too much, but he makes sure that you feel valued. Now, when you go out there in the world, what you saw, I get you're talking all the greatest stuff in the world for that person.
Yeah. Because
they made you feel valued.
Yeah.
Not that they're trying to give you money and so you can talk good about it. They make you feel valued. And so when I worked under him, I felt valued. That was my thing. He always made me feel valued. Even though he's busy, he has 1,000,001 things to do. I would say this couple of years ago when my grandma passed, COVID has shut everything down.
That's true. Yeah.
This man has a company with 300 employees.
Oh man, how'd that go?
Right? It's hard. It was a hard times. And it had to be hard for him, right? But for the next month, April 12th, my grandmother passed. I was sitting in a meeting and I got the call my grandmother passed. He called me.
Oh wow.
And in my mind, that
means a lot. Yeah.
That means a lot. I didn't answer. Mm-hmm. He left a voicemail.
Damn, you said CEO call. You was like,
and my grandma.
No, I feel you.
I was out of my mind that day. But it meant so much after when I calmed down, when I listened to his message, and I'm like, bro, you got 300 employees that got health insurance, that got paychecks they looking for, that they got on top of 300 people. Some of those 300 people got kids.
They got family, so this is like 900 people.
It's one of those things where it's like it's kind of like when I was planning for my wedding, I was like, damn, when you invite one person, you invite two.
Exactly. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So it was one of those things where the numbers were adding up in my mind, and I'm just thinking like, bro, he made time out of his day, even though he didn't have to let him know, like, I understand your grandma is like your mom, bro. I know that was a big loss. Let me know if you need anything. If you not just time off, whatever you need. I'm like, this.
Fire,
so you feel valued.
Yeah.
You feel valued. You could pay a person less if they feel valued. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like if not that I get paid less, but you can pay a person less if they feel valued, because just that feeling. And there's been times
it's a priceless feeling, man. It's a good feeling too.
It's a good feeling, because there've been times where people have tried to scout me.
Yeah.
For more money, and I just won't go. And people,
that's what you mean. Yeah.
And people are like, oh well, I'll pay you this. And it's just like, yeah, but you can't pay me how I feel.
Yeah.
You can't make me feel how I feel. When I walk in this building or when I do this or when I do that, I feel a certain way. And it's just like nobody, like that place can't do that for me.
Yeah.
And for you to match it with money, it's gonna be a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of money for you because like I said, I only got, for all I know, only got one life. And so what I will never do, like when I worked at the law firm, I will never work a job where I hate my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and thank God it's Friday afternoon. Yeah. I will never put myself through that again because you give yourself too much time to that employer. I need to have a thing where it doesn't even feel like I'm doing it.
Yeah, and that's probably what propelled you, because you told me while you were in this runner position, you were editing film. You were actually perfecting your craft. You were just shooting stuff on your own just to get practice. Yeah. And
still to
this day, yeah. And so how did that work for you to get into the production side?
So what would happen was it's a laid back job. I mean, if you want to be a runner and not do anything, you can do nothing.
Right.
I promise you. You can sit there, do nothing, go do the least, right? Mm-hmm. That's never gonna be what I do. So what would happen would be, I got 4 hours free.
Yeah.
And I'm being paid.
Yeah.
They got all these training courses. I'm sitting here with all these creatives. Mm-hmm. There's people that went to schools all across the country sitting in here in this building with me. I'm finally in the building.
Yeah.
And I got all these people I have access to.
Yeah.
And they're just like me, same age as me, same vernacular, same everything as me. I started editing videos in the back, and I would ask some of the creative people like, yo, do you need help with this? You need help with that? The stuff they don't want to do. Do you really want to crop out that picture?
Yeah.
You going to sit here for like you're getting paid an hourly wage for that, but I'm just chilling. Give it to me to crop.
Damn, so that's a fire move, bro.
Right, like give me some of your stuff, right? And it builds this trust.
Let me show you I could do it.
Let me show you I can do it. So it built the trust, and it built so much trust to my man Vitari Anderson. He came from New York.
Yeah.
And they needed new talent. They needed new talent that was urban, black.
Yeah.
That was fast moving. New York, like that was him. He's a new
flavor. That flavor.
He needs that flavor, and he worked for MTV. I'm talking about MTV when it was like
TRL MTV.
06 MTV when it was good, bro. When when MTV 2 first came out, had the two-headed dogs and shit like that, and Rev Run had a show.
Yeah,
and,
Rev Run. I was just watching some of that shit the other day.
And Diddy was executive producer of like 5 shows because he was executive producer of Rev Run show.
He was,
the band show. So he was working there when they was putting in work. MTV literally was ruling the airways because they had regular programming with and music.
Yeah,
they had they were killing it.
They filled the spots because I remember MTV used to be just music videos for like 4 hours. There was no show. Yeah,
and then you watch MTV2 and you get like Martin.
Yeah,
like they were hitting you with the culture,
the road rules, real world.
It was very cultured, and so he brought that culture to Vegas. And what happened was he had a commercial, and he was shooting it downtown at SLS when Sahara went to SLS before it went back to Sahara.
Yeah.
And he was shooting something down there, and he needed some people to be in there for him.
Yeah.
A lot of people backed out on him. Like I'm not even sure. And he was new there, and he really needed this. Like when you come into advertising, it's all day show and prove.
Yeah.
Being a creative is very hard because all your work is critiqued. Every single thing is critiqued. You sit in the office, you do this, you spend 30 hours on a video. Somebody says, that right there is trash. That right there is nice.
I don't know if I could take that.
That's all day.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's all. That's 100% your job.
Yeah.
So that was him. He was in that role. He was in that point where he's like, hey, they're gonna critique me no matter if I didn't have people or did have people here, right? So I went down there. I helped him out. He's thank you, bro. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to be on the team. You know, like that.
Yeah. Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
ready.
I need to be on the team.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, he's like, what's your resume like? Like what you got? And I'm like, I ain't got nothing like what y'all doing. You know, like I can't do like. Music was the first one to be broken down to where regular people can get in the industry. Because before you had to be, how could you get in the
You needed an A&R. You needed
there was no way. There was no way to get
producer,
your music recorded before the technology came to your house.
Exactly. Yeah.
If this was 1985, you could not like you had that was like the first years you could actually record in your house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like the same thing. I was like, yeah, man, like video stuff has just become accessible.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like I got like what you're real that you're talking about. And he's like, I don't need that. I just need to know that you want to work.
Yeah.
And then so what it was like he would walk by and he would always see me like editing. He'd be like, what are you editing?
Yeah.
I'd be like, some video I just shot. He'd be like, oh, you shot this? I'm like, yeah, I shot it, edited it. And then like, where's the music? I'm like, oh yeah, man, I took the music off this one site.
Yeah.
They put it in stems, so I chopped it up, made a new song, got it. He's looking at me like, what? And you know, like that's not a skill set that people just have.
Right.
How you up in here just chopping up music? And I'm like, well, I used to produce.
Right.
And then so I give him
Black Gold?
No, I give him an illustrated example.
Yeah.
I really like illustrated example because it's really illustrated.
Yeah.
It's very musical, right? And so I give him an illustrated example. Of course, my name's on there with your name and everything.
Executive producer.
Yeah. So it's starting to like cook in his head like, okay, he not getting the chance.
Yeah.
He a hustler, he not getting the chance though.
Yeah.
So he gave me the chance and he pulled me under him. And the first thing that he ever did, he sent me away for a month.
Yeah.
He sent me on this video excursion basically. And it started here.
Mm-hmm.
Then I flew to LA. Remember those videos where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to LA.
That's right. Yeah, remember that. Yeah.
So then I flew to LA.
Yeah.
Then I flew to Chicago for like almost a week. Then I flew to New York for like almost a week. Then I flew to Atlanta for a few days. Then I flew to Miami.
Crazy.
Yeah, like
hit all the majors.
Hitting all the majors, bro. And that was my first introduction to the job. He was like, and everywhere we went though, like the guy that I went with, he had did it so smart. He lived in LA, so in LA I had my own spot.
Mm-hmm.
He's from New York, so when we went to New York, he was like, bro, I'm going to my mama's house, bro.
Yeah,
I'm going.
This is yours.
Yeah, I'm like my mom made lamb stew. I'm going to Brooklyn. So he was there in Chicago. All his friends, he went to school with all his friends in Chicago. So everywhere we went, it was like I had my own spot.
That's fire.
And there was big ass Airbnbs, and the way we did it was we were doing these interviews, kind of like how we're doing here, talking about Vegas though. And instead of renting a place, we just take the budget for that, put it in the Airbnb. So everywhere I went, bro, it was like, it looked like I was like balling out. It was like, yo, bro, he's staying in like a $1,200 a night joint. And it's like, nah, not really. Like the camera set up in the living room. like this is a place of business, bro.
Yeah.
So no, he hooked me up and I like it, and I just took off from there.
That's fire. Did he so like what were you doing? Shooting? And like what was your main job at the time with him?
It was everything. So
yeah.
When he came in, he had this idea of everybody needs to be able to shoot, edit, and produce. And
you're like, I could do
the
that
funny
shit.
thing, yeah, the funny name for that at that time was called a Predator. I promise you.
Everybody needs to be a predator.
No, I promise you.
Damn.
I remember the first time I heard that, I said, yo, can't call me a predator.
Yo, don't call me that.
Yeah, that shit ain't been cool since '92.
Yeah, don't call me that, man.
Like we, unless you talk about the
movie, don't call me that.
Don't call me no
son.
predator.
Yeah.
All I know is how to catch a predator, bro. I don't like that word. But in editing, like a producer editor is a predator. And that's,
I can see it.
And that's what they wanted us to be. Like you can produce your own shit and edit your own shit. You don't need nobody.
Yeah.
You know, and so he built a team of a whole bunch of us at that time. That's all we did.
Right.
And it basically sharpened your skill, because if you're shooting and editing, you know what to shoot so you can edit.
Yeah.
A lot of people that shoot don't edit, so they don't know what to shoot to edit.
Yeah.
So when you're in the editing and you're looking, per se, I'll even put it right here. Every time I bump the mic, I stop myself.
Yeah.
And I'll repeat myself. So it's an easier edit.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
It's naturally in my mind for it. It's just like, oh, should I just
pick
bump
up right
it?
here? Yeah.
And then pick up right there,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like one of those things that, like, unless you're an editor, you wouldn't know that as a camera guy. You're just like, oh yeah, you know, you do know some of the stuff, but then just like, don't hit cut right after cut. You let it roll
just a little bit more
just
longer.
a little
You
bit
never
longer.
know.
Yeah. So I have it. So I have space to roll on it.
Yeah.
Only editors know that though.
Yeah.
You know, so him building that space, it made me grow super fast.
And you were already kind of like that, low key.
Yeah, no, I was already moving. I was moving fast as an editor. What it was as a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
I was just starting to grow. A lot of people think it's easy to just go out there with a camera and film, but who you filming?
Yeah.
What you filming? You know, like some people are like, oh, you just go shoot anything. Not in this day and time. Not as a black man, you better not be downtown with a camera just recording people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you need subjects, and a lot of people don't like to be in front of camera.
Yeah, it's true.
And so the practice part becomes hard. You find yourself recording empty places, right? Empty spots. And then you're like, man, I just need a person to follow. I need something I need action. I need this. And so he gave me that.
Yeah.
He gave me the action so I can get better at actually doing it. Because you can't get better. You can shoot all the jumpers you want, but until somebody plays some real D on you, that jumper don't mean shit.
Exactly.
You gotta play with somebody actually on you.
Yeah.
And then when somebody's on you, now you getting good. Now you learning how to move. Now because there's stress involved. And that's the same thing when there's a person. This person has a time they need to go do something. They don't have all day for you to be adjusting the camera.
Right.
They and you might miss the shot. They're not, like whatever they do in
The
that
lighting
moment
could change if you outside.
everything.
Yeah.
And so you're under pressure at all times.
Yeah.
And when somebody throws you under pressure and you've never filmed a person and you've never been under pressure, all you've been doing is, I record landscape. You'll miss the shot every time.
Yeah.
You'll miss the shot.
Especially in cities like Chicago, New York, you got cabs moving by, you got people walking, the light turns green.
And then you got the sun changing because you got tall buildings in
between.
It's cutting. So that's that little glimmer of light, you missed it because you're like, oh shit, how do I?
Yeah. That's crazy. Think about that, man.
And so and that's what some people's like, oh yeah, that's where YouTube caps.
Yeah.
Just go outside and shoot. And it's like, nah, don't just go outside and shoot. Practice what you're supposed to practice. Do what Kobe told you.
Yeah.
Practice in-game shit. Don't ever practice, like, I forgot somebody, I think it might have been Steve Jack was like, oh no, it was somebody who was like, yo, do you practice that? Oh no, It was somebody who said, Patrick Ewing told one of the college students, the kid did like a move and then did a fadeaway off left leg falling out of bounds and shit. And Patrick Ewing pulled him aside, was like, you practice that? Yeah. And he was like, and dude, he had no answer. He's like, you don't shoot what you don't practice. Yeah. Like you ain't never practiced that shot. Why would you take that shot? You just throwing it up at that point. Yeah,
you just doing whatever you can to survive.
That's gambling. You ain't did no research on the teams.
Yeah.
You just I'm put 50 on this team. Who are they playing? I'm gonna do one for good for you. Yeah. Playing the Niners.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you doing? You put it on the wrong team. You put it on the wrong team.
Wrong team. Thanks for doing that, man. Yeah. That's crazy, man. I don't know if you could say, but what clients were you guys working on while you was moving through like that?
LVCVA, of course, the Las Vegas Visitors and Convention Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. So anytime you those what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas commercials.
Yeah, they coined that term, right?
Yes. That came out of R&R. They coined the what happens in Vegas, and the new line is what happens here only happens here. That's the new thing.
I seen that one. Yeah.
But so we will work on the LVCVA campaigns. We will work on a lot of travel and tourism. That's what we do a lot of, Grand Canyon Ranch. We do Puerto Rico. Oh Jesus, Puerto Rico. For Puerto Rico?
Yeah. Puerto Rico, yeah.
Puerto Rico, we do Puerto Rico a lot for their tourism. We do Boeing. We did a lot of Boeing.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, Boeing, Allegiant. At that time, Allegiant. And this is before the Raiders, so we weren't doing Raiders at the time. I do a lot of Raiders now. What else?
Cause I know you did Life is Beautiful too, right?
No, Life is Beautiful. Life any event, event. I was always did the events. Life is Beautiful.
And we're talking like you're shooting, editing, all this content that all these big name clients are putting out is pretty much coming from you and your squad.
Depending pending how they use it, because some like what it is sometimes is just like we just need your footage, we got the editor,
right?
Or sometimes is we got the footage, we need your editing, we like the way you do this. So there's a mix around there, and in the way of how that happens. But almost anybody that came to Vegas, I mean now it's crazy right now it's like F1, Raiders,
Aces.
Soon.
The A's.
The A's already. It's basically everything.
Yeah.
I'm trusted with a lot more at this point in time than what I was at that time.
That's crazy, man. And it's like just tapping into your own stuff, which we're gonna talk about a little later. Because I want to kind of tap into like, because you do your own stuff. You're writing like some movie shorts and films that you want to kind of produce later on.
Did I bring my backpack?
Yeah, it's in the other room. Yeah,
got a script for you to read.
Yeah, for sure, man. I've been waiting, man. Yeah. I've been waiting. Yo, so shouts to you, bro. Shouts to R&R for giving you a chance. What's his name? Vitari. Vitari. Shouts to Vitari. I think your way going into this career is dope to me, because I always, when I started making music, I was kind of worried that because like you and Final, like one of the very few cats that stuck with me through the whole process, and we still good, right? But I always kind of worried, like, man, when I stop, it might stop it for other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was like, that's one thing that made me like hinder the progress of me stopping, because I didn't want to like, it kind of felt like a responsibility for everyone that's been helping me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of.
I can understand that. Yeah.
So, but the fact that you were so disciplined, your work ethic, and in your dream to do what you wanted to do, propelled you into this career. And then all the experience and trial and error that we experienced in 10 years in our 20s, you know what I'm saying, is like, when he asked you, what's your resume, even though like none of our names are big enough like that, man, you could just, I'm pretty sure everything just flashed through your mind like, bro, I can do it, bro.
No,
like we was there when there were no footnotes on how to do none of this shit.
No, there was nowhere to look.
There's nowhere to look.
Matter of fact, we had books.
Yeah.
I had Pro Tool books.
I remember that. Yeah, this is being your backpack and shit, bro.
I was like, bro, hold on. We were literally YouTube didn't exist, so we literally were using instruction manuals.
Yeah.
For everything. Like, because if you didn't know how to use Reasons, which is basically like a DJ / that's like a DJ type thing. Like
100%.
Like that's like a Skrillex type software. And if you didn't know that and you're recording in there, which you can record in there, but I used to look at people crazy like, recording to Reasons?
Yeah, I never understood that either. That's like, damn, that must be very difficult.
Very difficult. But how would you know?
Yeah.
How would you know that this sequencer is different from this sequencer and they're both called sequencers?
Yeah.
And they both use similar DAWs and work on the same computer.
But strengths in each.
But there's strengths in different ones.
Yeah.
And there's no YouTube to tell you the tutorial of which one is which and which one are you supposed to get.
Low-key, you could have fucking made the tutorials, man, if you think about it. But
they're
all out now. But,
they're all out now.
Yeah, but like that could have been the way. Low-key.
It could have been. It could have been the way. I could have been. What's the nerdy black dude that got all the money on YouTube, man? Marquise Brownlee.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I could have been him.
Yeah,
I don't mean nerdy like in a bad way, but I mean nerdy like he know his shit, bro.
His shit,
like,
man.
and I love people like him. I follow him like
you're the same way. You know your shit, yeah. Like you study that
no,
shit.
That's
man.
why I think I love. Cause I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
his representation is nice on,
he's got it down.
there.
I want to get to this segment, man. So we can kind of turn up a little bit. Choose one and shoot one. I know you seen Drink Champs. It's just like Quick Time with Slime. So I'll give you two people or two categories, and then you choose whoever you think is better or you like more.
Okay.
If you got to answer it politically correct, you can't choose or you choose both, then we take a shot. We can even add another layer and take a hit off the pen and just really turn up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then, and we'll go from there. So we're going to tap into a lot of different things, man. The first one, just like any, all my shows, we got to start off this way. Allen Iverson or Steph Curry?
AI.
The easy answer.
Yeah, that I was like, I like Steph, but no, it's AI.
Yeah, to me, like it's like the two different generations of people that changed the game. You know what I'm saying?
AI made Farrah. I didn't like AI. I'm a Lakers fan.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't. I used to get in fights about that because
really,
because AI was like, bro, I'm from the West Side. AI is that guy. Like he represents the hood so much. Like didn't nobody look like him before him. Mm-hmm. Nobody had tats like him. Nobody had braids. Like think about the basketball players. Nobody had tats. Nobody was rocking braids. Even Latrell Sprewell had short hair until he at that point, and he's rocking. He had big diamonds in the ears. He looks like old boy from up the street.
They made the rule to bring back suits because of
him.
Yeah,
and it was just one of those things where I just used to look at AI like him, but he fly, bro. I want to be like, I was like, and he closer to my height than Kobe.
Yeah. I could low key be this dude.
I might be able to be him. I can't be Kobe.
Yeah, no,
he's
Kobe's
6'6".
level. Yeah,
he's 6'6".
Yeah, and that's your guy too.
Yeah, I just knew. I was like, he's 6'6", bro.
Yeah,
this dude 5'11", killing.
Yeah, true height.
That's it. Yeah, because everybody says 6 feet. I'm like, no, he's 5'11".
True height, man. He's seen 6 feet, man.
Yeah,
he's definitely not 6 feet. Speaking of Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan?
Kobe.
Man,
I'm a diehard Kobe fan. I definitely think Jordan's. I think Kobe built on what Jordan did.
Yeah.
I think Kobe at one point in his career was definitely better than Jordan.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about that 02 to 08, like that whole the 6 years, and people are like, oh, that's only 6 years. Like, that's half of Jordan's career, right?
That's true, yeah, man.
That's true. But I'm like those 6 years where he had a month where he averaged 50, and the next best player is Smush Parker and Andrew Bynum.
Yeah,
like people,
and Ramon Sessions.
Yeah, Ramon. Yeah, like a lot of people just keep forgetting about like how skilled that he was. It was one of those things where it's just like Jordan is he's this, and then you got LeBron, he's this.
Yeah.
And then Kobe's in the middle of both of them. And the reason why I say that is LeBron has the athleticism that Kobe doesn't have. And still to this day, like to be 21 years in the league and still be able to run up and down the court like that.
Yeah, and just and jump like he does.
Yeah,
and
it's
play
dumb
like
athleticism,
he does,
right? And crazy longevity and
right.
body upkeep, right? Which could be not playing as many games or playing injured like
no
Kobe
serious
did.
injuries.
Yeah, But then I look at Kobe and I'm like, tell me his weakness.
Right.
Like when you say LeBron, it'd be like, tell me his weakness. And people be like, oh yeah, he can't do this, he can't do it. I'd be like, tell me Kobe's.
Right.
The first thing a hater will say is like, oh, he don't pass.
I mean, I wouldn't pass either if I was that nice.
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, he said that before. He said, why would I pass it to you so you can miss?
Yeah.
And that was one of my things. I always tell people, I'm like, no, I'm like, every single player that y'all be putting up as number one, y'all always got something to where they're weak at. Tell me his weakness. Tell me where is it defense? He made all defensive teams. He would lock your butt, and he loved playing defense, right? He loved that. Is it shooting the three? He held the record before Steph with 12 threes. As a non-shooting fucking as a non-3-point shooter.
Yeah, he wasn't even a 3-point shooter.
So we know it ain't. We definitely know it ain't.
Especially after them 4 air balls, he was like, I'm gonna be able
to shoot. And we definitely know it ain't scoring because he after the 100, he got the next highest.
Yeah, he's got the titles.
And
81.
And he got 5 titles, right?
Yeah.
and he got 5 NBA championships.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't understand that because I'm like, I really watched him. And I'm like, in that 2002 series, that's when it was over because they played the Nets.
Man,
and Shaq dominated, right? But the series because whoever won the West won the championship.
Yeah, pretty much. The Nets weren't doing shit.
Yeah, the Nets weren't doing shit, right?
Kerry Kittles, come on, man.
But the series before that, they played San Antonio.
Yeah.
Kobe averaged like 43.
That's crazy, man.
And was like 22 years old. And that'll never leave my mind because everybody be like, yeah, Shaq. I'd be like, no, Shaq is Shaq.
Right.
But I'm like, he was like 22, averaging like 40 something in the playoffs against the Spurs.
In the NBA, this is against Greg Pop and Tony Parker. Manu. David Robinson, I think, was on the team.
David Robinson was still on the team. I'm trying to think of that
Bruce Bowen.
Bruce Bowen. That was the defensive player.
He was the one that was
the dirty
the guard fucking Kobe. Yeah.
And so I always had this respect because I used to just see him every year get better.
Yeah.
Like it would be, oh yeah, he just dunks over people, and then the next thing you know, oh shit, he had a mid range.
Yeah.
Then the next year, he's like, oh he can dribble the ball better. Then and then everything just kept getting better, and it was just like I got to see him get better. I never got to see Jordan get better. I just seen at his apex.
You seen top of the line. Jordan.
I seen apex. That's it. And then I seen LeBron's whole thing. Whole thing, just like I seen Kobe's whole thing, and it's just I just can't poke a hole in nowhere in Kobe's game. It's just And if you ask any hooper, and I'm talking about hooper, not like, oh yeah, I used to hoop, or yeah, you ask like hoopers, like that still hoop.
Yeah.
Not your man that was sitting here, he has a bias, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm talking about like hoop, like most of them be like, nah, Kobe. Like they it's just something different because they like, nah, he got the footwork, he got this, he got that.
And like you said, like you got to practice how, like you're playing in a game.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I think I saw a video of this. Kobe was saying that the reason why he practices like that because he's in situations in the game, and he broke it down like a video of in game. He's like, I seen how he was playing me. I knew he was gonna do this, do that.
Oh, that was that show he used. Yeah.
It was to the point where I knew how to play against this dude to where he couldn't guard me, and he could not guard me the whole game. Even if he tried everything, because I knew how to counter everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, that's something that you don't just get. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to practice that shit. And he worked on that. Yeah.
All day. And the last thing about that is he's a true representation of if you're not gifted something, you can work and get it.
Get it, yeah. Yeah, look at his first year, man.
He was on the bench.
Come on, man.
Well, he was on the bench. He was behind Eddie Jones and Nick Van Nessel. He didn't like a lot of people don't even know that. It's like, yo, he didn't play until like 99.
Yeah.
Like 98, 99 was when he started breaking out. When he came in 96, he was averaging like 14 minutes a game.
Yeah, he wasn't he
wasn't that guy.
He wasn't the guy for them.
And so
he got traded.
Yeah,
he got drafted to the Charlotte Hornets and got traded for Vlade Divac.
Yeah. Well, that was Jerry West.
Yeah,
that was Jerry West.
He knew what's up. Yeah,
well, he did the same thing with Magic. Like that's Jerry West. Jerry West is an all-time Laker.
Yeah, he knows what he's looking for.
Like he remember, he didn't just do that with Kobe.
Yeah,
he also did it with Paul Gasol.
Yeah, that's true. He did.
I think the Lakers got Paul Gasol for like some peanuts, bro. It was crazy as it. And
he was perfect for Kobe.
He was perfect.
Yeah, because Kobe was about to leave, right? And
he was about to leave to go to the Bulls and go play with Lou Alding in 06. And they weren't doing anything for Kobe. And then I think what it was Kobe was not a person you want to play with. Like you want to have fun, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to have no fun.
He's trying to win.
He's trying to win.
It's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, you go kick it with LeBron if you want to have fun. Y'all gonna be on banana boats. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna be like kicking in the strip club. Y'all gonna be doing all the wild shit.
Yeah.
Kobe gonna be like, nah, man, you need to go home.
And you hear all those stories. Like Kobe is like the first one in the gym at 4 a.m. and every people just got there. He's already sweating.
He's already worked up a sweat and then still going hard with you.
Yeah.
So he's a that's what it was, I think. And for people that didn't like Kobe, most people that like Iverson didn't like Kobe, right? That was me. That's a natural thing.
Yeah.
And I used to get in a fight with my boy Tyree all the time. Basically, I got kicked out of school because me and him got in an argument in class, and I was like, man, fuck that. You know, I'm cussing that. I'm like, man, fuck Allen Iverson. You know? But and the cold thing about it, I was like, nah, that motherfucker cold, bro.
Yeah, he's cold, man. You can't deny that shit.
Yeah,
I
couldn't deny. It was just like
they both wanted to win, bro.
He ain't playing for the Lakers, so I really can't say that.
Yeah.
But my thing was, is later on you respect that dog.
Yeah.
Allen, and I know you follow Allen Iverson. You see, that's all he do is like man, me and Kobe. Like he was like, that was a dog right there.
Yeah.
And that was my thing. I was just like, I respect the dog in him. I respect the like.
He was hungry, man. That Mamba shit, man.
The hunger. I'm gonna shoot a free throw with a torn Achilles.
Yeah, like I'm gonna hit this, no emotion on my face.
No emotion, and then scoot all the way off the court and go cry in the back.
Yeah,
where nobody can see me. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
but not when you can see me.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit these two and then
they call it.
This shit's crazy, bro.
I'm gonna push my own finger in after it gets dislocated. Yeah. Like just that.
Aaron Rodgers, they wheeled his ass in a fucking a cart.
Yeah,
this motherfucker Kobe got back up, shot two free throws. Like, and made him. Like, if he missed the second one, he'd have to play defense, or someone had to foul.
Somebody had to foul. Yeah, that's a good thing. I never thought about that.
Yeah, they had to. Something was going. He made both. He said, "Only way I can get out of this game is if I make both." That's it. So shouts to Kobe, man.
Yeah,
shouts to Kobe.
To a goat.
Man, let's fucking cheers, man. Cheers. Shaq or the Dream, Hakeem Olajuwon.
I'm taking Shaq.
I know you a Laker fan.
I'm taking Shaq all day.
Easy one. LeBron or Magic?
I'll take a shot on that.
Yeah, let's go, man.
I'll take a shot on that one. I can't be disrespectful to the Lakers.
Because both of them.
Both of them are beasts, bro. Both of them are beasts.
They both Lakers.
Yeah, LeBron's not a Laker, but he a Laker.
He got a championship, man.
Nah.
And he's played on the Lakers longer than any other team.
No.
I believe so.
That's bad.
I think he has. People in the comments will
hold on. He's been playing for the Lakers longer than the Cavs. Cause he played for the Cavs until 2011. Got drafted in 2003. Got 8 years with the Cavs.
Let me see. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, 11 with the Cavs, and then probably 5 with the Lakers, and then 4 with the.
Yeah, he got 5 with the Lakers. My bad. I don't know where. I think I might have to cut that.
Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, I might have to cut that. I don't know. I might have seen a TikTok or some shit. You can't believe that shit, man.
But the crazy thing about LeBron and Magic. I mean, Magic. I don't know if you've seen that show.
What?
There's a Lakers show based on. There's a Lakers show.
Oh, on Hulu?
No, it's on HBO Max called Winning Time.
I think I seen this one yet.
And it's based on
Magic.
It's based on the '80s Lakers, but yeah, Magic, and him getting drafted. And Jerry Buss smashing hella hoes. And Jeannie Buss feeling like she unappreciated and wanted to be the next owner. It's showing Magic smashing hella girls. And the crazy thing about it,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it shows
the trailer.
Yeah, it shows him and Bert. The crazy thing is it's over. They're only doing 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, they waited too late. That show should have came out in like 2002.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna drop that now, you got to drop a Kobe one, and that because we want to see what the beef between him and Shaq, right?
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
That's the big one you want to talk about. You like going back then, but it's kind of dope because you get to see Pat Riley, bro.
Right.
And they got him they got Adrian Brody playing him, and he has his hair slicked back, he's smoking cigarette. But the reason why I bring this up is he's been a champion his whole life. I'm talking about Magic.
Yeah, he has, man. He's
won in college. No, hold on. He's won in high school, college,
and the pros.
And 5 championships in the pros.
Yeah. I think he only missed 1 championship in his career, right? Where they lost to the 76ers.
They lost to the 76ers.
In like 80...
84, 83.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
84, 83.
Yeah.
And they show that in there too.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is, but when he did win, he won playing center. He dropped 42 and was out there giving out hook shots and shit like that. You know, and it's really to think about how skilled he was.
He's only 6'7", I think.
No, 6'9".
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep mixing his height with LeBron.
He's tall. He's tall.
6'9",
he's taller than LeBron,
but he's still not that tall for these other. Like we're talking like guys with like 7-footers rocking the center position, bro.
Yeah, no. So that's what I'm saying. He was skilled. Now he wasn't nowhere skilled as Larry Bird. That's the crazy part about it. In the show, they showed Larry Bird, and he's like, oh, he was that.
No, Larry Bird was a fucking
dude.
dog, bro.
Yeah, Larry was the dog, not Magic. Magic was a facilitator. He's LeBron. He's like you look at LeBron, you're like, okay, LeBron is the dog because we're talking in 2023, but let's go back to 2006.
Yeah.
Is he the dog? You know, like let's go back to 05, 04. Is he the dog of the NBA? Yeah, he's athletic and he's running up and down the court.
Beginning of his career.
Yeah, it's the beginning
Magic
of his career.
Came into the league like pretty much dominating.
No, he dominated
position,
and it showed the coaching. That's a good show, bro. It told you.
I gotta watch that.
It shows you all the background stuff with the coaching and how they were doing like crazy. Jerry Buss was a crazy boy.
Showtime Lakers, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Showtime Lakers,
and basically showing you how he changed basketball. Before it was grimy.
Yeah,
it needed to be grimy. That's why the Celtics were the Celtics. They showed Red Auerbach, and they showed how he was like his style of basketball was the winning type of basketball, and that's what Bird was. Bird was like a grimy person. It was like perfect that Bird went there. And Magic with the big smile
went there.
Went there. It was like perfect.
You know who played for Red Auerbach too?
Who?
Iverson's college coach, John Thompson, played for the Celtics. Yeah,
I didn't know John Thompson played for them.
Yeah, he played for the Celtics. And crazy thing is, I read this in his book that Jarrell actually recommended to me. And then he said that back in the day you were pretty much like a region play. Like NBA teams were drafting players in their region. So if like Red Auerbach was pretty much recruiting John Thompson since he was in high school, damn near, or and then so he was like, I need you to go play at Providence. You go play at Providence, it's easier for you to be a Celtic.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that some shit that they say is illegal just 5 years ago.
Exactly.
All that shit was illegal.
You can't do that shit no more. But that's how it was back in it. Now, mind you, John Thompson played way before Magic.
No, you're talking. You're talking like
we're
50s.
talking about we're talking about
50s.
like 50s, 60s.
Because John Thompson is probably like
he's
80s. He gotta be late 70s, 80s.
Well, he passed already, but when he passed, I think he passed in his 80s. Man, like several years ago, man, like a few years ago. Let me get the actual date.
Damn, I follow Allen Iverson. I would have thought I would have seen that.
Yeah. He passed. That
had to be like within the pandemic. He had to pass in the pandemic.
It was August 30th, 2020.
Yeah, it had to be in the pandemic because so many people died in the pandemic.
It's so many, and a lot of it just
it went under. Like Fife and all them. It happens because it's like, yo, that person ain't just died. 100 million people died this year. Like it was so much.
This book came out after his passing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it just got done being written, and he didn't live for it to be out.
And that would be a good, because he's responsible for something that a lot of people don't give him something to be responsible for, which is this man right here, Allen Iverson.
Yeah. And that's why I was
saving his life.
Yeah, exactly.
And by saving his life, that man right there brought a culture to the NBA that trickled down to us.
So that's why, like, I really respect this dude. And you got to read the book, man. I'll get the title. I can't think of a title off the top right now, but I'll get it for you.
Okay.
And it's amazing because his level, or not his level, but the way he came up as a youngster, bro, he's never been like, he earned everything, bro. And even then, it was like he still wasn't shit,
right?
Like, in terms of the eyes of other people,
right? I mean, especially that timing,
that time frame too is also like he's coming up in a very tough time in America, bro. So like he was saying
for the Celtics,
yeah, and he was saying like, I knew I can go play college ball at any fucking college, but he was like, yeah, they got 12 scholarships. Guess what? There's only 4 for black folks. So I'm going against that.
Damn, so you only got 33% chance off of already having a low chance off top.
Yeah.
It's already just
because schools wouldn't let you get more than
that.
that. It's just like you can't. We got to fill the rest for the white kids.
And the crazy thing is like, how stupid are you to say, I'm gonna fill my roster with some sorry ass motherfuckers and have a losing record so I could be racist.
Exactly.
That's the craziest
That's basically
shit
what
ever.
they said. Yeah, basically what they said.
I don't like you so much, even though I don't know you, that I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put my own job and everything at jeopardy, which is something that we're seeing today.
Yeah,
in sports, is just like people will put their selves in jeopardy for the dumbest things, and that's crazy as hell. That there's no more roster spots for you.
Right.
5'11" white boy that can't jump out the fucking.
Come on over here, man.
Come on over here.
Come
and
on
jump
over
on the
here,
team.
man.
You're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he had to deal with, man.
Fuck, bro.
That's what he had to deal with.
Dunk all on this white boy.
Yeah.
That's some
crazy,
crazy.
right?
That's some crazy shit to think. Because I know that's how he feels.
Yeah.
That has to be how he feels. That had to be how he felt. That had to be how Kareem felt.
Yeah.
In that Winning Time show, they show Kareem. Kareem was a moody, mean motherfucker.
But Kareem was one of the dudes with what's his name? Bill Russell. That when shit hit the fan on some racial shit.
No, they
were there.
No, and that's why they were so mean, because they were dealing with more than what the average player was dealing with.
Bro.
Yeah, it was more than basketball. And
his life.
And they showed how he was mentoring Magic. Magic brought the joy to him. Magic made him joyful. Magic would be smiling, like, come on, Cap. Call him Cap. Come on, Cap. Like, make him all smile and shit. And then you would, like, but Kareem was like a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
He already did his bid with the Bucks.
Facts.
Like he's not the 20-year-old. He didn't already been, but he's grown and he's seeing the world different. It's kind of how I see the world now. I didn't see the world how I seen it at 20. At 20, I seen the world one way, and I said shit another way. I was reckless. I would say whatever I wanted to say because I was young and didn't
that's
care.
how we were, man.
That's how you were, right? And then you get older, and then it's just like, nah, you can't be reckless like that. You got like your tongue is a sword. You gotta watch that.
It's like you talking about your CEO, man. You move a certain way when you reach these levels in your life, man. Like, so you can't move the same way, as a boss versus someone who's just still trying to come up and coming of age. You know what I'm saying? So shit crazy, man. But it's crazy how sports intertwines all the shit that we came up, because at the end of the day, we all love like sports, right? But everyone had experienced it completely differently, bro. Yeah. Everyone, bro. Crazy.
And I stretched that out just so we can like wait before the shot.
Nah, you good.
Because that shot was like, ooh, shit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit us, man. We still got a little bit more, man. We might have to switch over, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to stump you just a couple more times. Let's do a little boxing because we got a fight this Saturday. Ooh. When this airs, the fight have already happened, so we'll see if you're correct. It should be an easy one. Canelo Alvarez or Jamel Charlo?
Oh no, I'm picking Charlo.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I think it's his time.
Okay.
I think it's his time. I think boxing has that where people have their time.
Yeah.
It's just put it like this. Roy Jones was my favorite boxer all time.
Right.
He had his time.
Yeah, he did.
And when his time passed, it was like, damn, don't go back in the ring no more. I'm not saying that about Alvarez. I'm right. Canelo. I'm not saying about Canelo. I'm just saying, I think it's his time.
I think it's gonna be a pretty good fight. I really don't know. I think Canelo's gonna come out victorious, but we'll see. I think that's why this is about sports. Is like you don't know.
No, you don't know. It's gambling.
Yeah,
it's gambling.
And we're gonna gamble tomorrow for sure. All right, I know this fight. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it's a good question. They're only like maybe 8 or 9 pounds in difference weight. But Tank Davis or Terrence Crawford?
That's shit.
They met at a catch weight.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how that looks.
Yeah.
I maybe I'm prisoner of the moment, but the way Crawford looked,
boy,
I don't know.
But Tank is cold, bro. Like if we just look at skill for skill,
I definitely think Tank can match him with power.
Yeah,
I definitely think he can match him with power. It's the fact that Crawford fights as a lefty, but really is a right. which is almost a cheat, which means your jab is
It's
full
pretty
punch.
much a straight, yeah.
It's a full straight on punch.
Yeah.
And then he's strong.
Right.
And then he's long.
Yeah.
His arms are pretty long. Like he's a longer guy.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, pause.
Been watching
Pause. Yeah.
But I think I think Davis. Sometimes I see him get caught. And I'm just like, I don't know if you can get caught with him.
Yeah.
I don't think Crawford one of those people where you can chance getting caught. Chance getting like hit and then like thinking he's not finna hit you with two more after.
Because when Errol Spence got caught, he was like, "Oh fuck."
No.
Because Errol Spence was doing well in the first round.
Yeah.
And after that, it was like, "Oh."
And
fuck.
we've never seen Errol Spence look like
Bro,
that.
he looked like he didn't belong in the ring.
He looked like that was his first time putting boxing gloves on.
That shit was crazy. I'm like, damn. I know he fought after the accident, but he looked like he just got out there.
It looked like the accident was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that shit.
And the fact that he made Errol Spence look like that, like an amateur, it just makes me think that like somebody like Davis, he may not be able to knock him. I don't know, bro. I ain't never seen Errol Spence get knocked out.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
like I said, everybody got their match.
But he didn't get knocked out, right? It's TKO in the 10th round or something, or 7th round?
Yeah, but he had knocked him down 3 times.
Yeah, no, he was for sure.
But
KO is different.
No, KO is different.
Like you're out of it.
Yeah, because TKO, technical knockout, means you're a tough motherfucker, bro. You kept getting back up. Yeah. And that's what Errol Spence is.
You're pretty much saving your life from further damage.
Oh, yeah, they're saving, because that's what it was. Bro, he was going out on his shield.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to see, like, the blows he was taking, it was like, can you see him coming?
Right.
Shit.
Another fight that never happened. Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
Oh, man, I'm taking Tyson. Muhammad Ali is the greatest for another reason other than boxing.
Yeah,
he's an activist. He's a great boxer. He set
the example of how to be an athlete, man.
He set the example, and to be honest, he set the example for a lot of people how to be a black man.
Yeah, very true, man.
True. He set he might have everybody got their faults and stuff, but he stood for what he stood for. He even lost his belt for what he stood for.
That's what I'm saying. He stand on his business. That's what, the new term everybody's saying. He stand on it. Not only that, bro, the thing I like about Ali, or that it's not even that I like about it, it's just the truth. This man was probably one of the most hated athletes at that time.
Yeah, no,
but he's the most heralded too.
Yes.
It's crazy, but it had to be later on, like when they, you know what I'm saying?
No, it had to be 30 years later, that language, that sly talk that he was, because a lot of people didn't like that he was so cocky. And it was like, now you look at the sport, you have to be for it to make money.
Quoting that shit. Yeah, all these people that was hating on it was quoting that shit.
And you have to do it to make money, right? Yeah. Boxing don't make money without the talking. It's like they're about to fight. They need to talk.
Yeah, it's always been like that. You about to fight somebody, you're not like, all right, guys.
Yeah. That's not an interesting thing. And so it was one of those things where he said he was the greatest. He did a Hove.
Yeah.
I'm the greatest.
Yeah.
Before anybody else say it.
Yeah.
And then pushed up and went with it, right? And went with it. I'm not saying that Muhammad Ali is the greatest, right? We just sat there and said Mike Tyson, but he's one of the first people that comes up in our mind just because he said it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm the greatest. And the way, I mean, at that time he was the greatest, for sure. But the way he lived his life was the greatest.
100%.
I don't think I can't. When I watch the movie, I sit there and be like, damn, that's a crazy life to have, bro. Like to stand on your word, have the government take your belt away from you, and you sit there and tell them like, you want me to fight another country when you won't fight for me.
Yeah, that's that's one of the realest things I've ever heard, man.
You won't fight for me. You won't. Yeah. You won't fight for me. My friend Muhammad Ali gets gunned down. Like this is the stuff that I have to go through, and it's just okay, Punkin and Peaches and get for the rest of you.
You want me to go out there and fight?
But you want me to go out there and fight. You want me to go out there and go.
That's not even a war. That's not even ours, man.
Yeah, go choke a Vietnam person. Like Vietnam person out. Like, come on.
He was saying, man, Vietnam, that's me. I'm Vietnam. You know what I'm saying?
And guess what happened? We went over there and lost.
Yeah, because it wasn't our shit.
It wasn't our fight to even be there. We in the jungle. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know none of that shit, bro.
There's so many movies about us going over there and losing.
Hey, watch any Vietnam movie, bro. Everybody legs gone. the head getting cut off,
and
arms gone, bro.
And now they're out there, and then they come back and don't get no help. And that's what the movie Dead President was about.
Right.
He went out there, did all this stuff, come back, nothing, no job, no nothing. And then you
gotta go get on your own.
You got to go on your own, and then at the same time,
by any means necessary,
you getting called out your name.
Yeah.
And you just try to put your life on the line. So what you do? I'm gonna go to crime. I rob a bank. I go do something stupid.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, I just put my life on the line. I come back. I ain't got nothing here for me.
Yeah.
Black people ain't we ain't look at the army the same sense. You ask a black person about the army, they be like, my parents, boy, like my son be like, oh yeah, you going to the army? Oh fuck you not?
Yeah, my dad told me the same shit.
Yeah, the fuck you not?
Yeah,
you not, and I'm saying that respectfully for my country.
Yeah.
You know, that's not even going against my country. I'm just saying they not finna treat you like they did before. We know how they treat us.
Yeah,
and maybe us has changed. Maybe that's how they treat gay people.
Right. In the military.
Right? Like us changes, throughout time. It is just like if they can't do
even women in the military, they just, they're coming up dead, man. Yeah.
So, so it's kind of one of those things was like, nah. And Muhammad Ali was one of those people. He's one of the first to kind of like publicly be that big, have that much money, have that much cachet, have that much to lose. Yeah. It's easy to do that shit when you ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but he was on top of the
top of the world and he did it. I can't even say in my mind I couldn't have did it.
Yeah, I don't know if I could either. But
but I also couldn't have went to Vietnam either.
Yeah, I probably exactly. I'd be like, yo, just take me to jail. But I probably would have said it less eloquently.
Yeah, it would have been less eloquent. It would have been less loud.
And I probably would have died in prison.
Yeah, no, it'd have been less loud. I'd be like, hey man, I ain't trying to go, but don't tell everybody so you can let me out. Yeah. But he stood on his word and told all black people, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So yeah.
So you going with Tyson?
I'm going with Tyson, but I'm going, at the end of the day, if we're talking boxing, we're going with Tyson.
Tyson is a fucking animal.
No,
it's the stick.
Tyson's a different beast.
Yeah.
When I was, he still goes to the barbershop I used to go to downtown. A cut above the cut above one.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I shook his hand at Nevada Partners, which used to be ran by Richard Steele, boxing gym.
Yeah.
Little kid. And big hands running my family. And I remember I grabbed his finger, bro. Yeah. I want to shake his hand, but only got his finger.
Yeah. And
it was plump, bro. Pause. it was I was like, yo, his finger filled up my whole hand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was just
imagine getting a fist. 5 fingers, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So the first thing I remember, I went to my pops. I was just like, my pops has humongous hands.
Yeah.
And so does my son. My son's hands gonna be bigger than mine. His hands are humongous already. Yeah. And I remember just like grabbing his hand and like, cause he used to box. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm trying to get my hands big. So I used to like smack him against shit.
Yeah. Get swollen.
Trying to get him swollen. Like, bro, it's gonna go down. Yeah. And that was all because of Mike Tyson. Cause I used to be like, yo, you see how he knocked him out? It's cause his finger's big. Yeah. I gotta get big fingers, bro, so I can knock somebody out.
But he wasn't he's much shorter than Ali.
No, he's
so like he's really was just.
He's 5'11".
Yeah,
he's 5'11". He's wide though.
Yeah.
Tyson is like that wide.
Yeah.
His back is so big.
I would not want to honestly. If I had to get in the ring with either one,
I'm fighting Muhammad Ali. I fight Muhammad Ali way before I fight Tyson. First of all, the anger that was in his head at that time.
You don't want to fuck with that, bro. You don't want that.
Like, he's a peaceful person now.
Yeah.
But that anger that he had unresolved in his head when he was boxing.
Yeah, he put that on you.
Yeah, I didn't like we seen float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. He punched some people.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, he knocked him down. It was like, oh, he knocked him. But when Tyson got in the ring, it's like, yo, what part of the body he breaking?
Man, yeah,
that's all it was.
You're gonna wake up like with your head rearranged, bro.
I'm not trying to catch
right body hook, right uppercut,
and it was all tight, right?
Yeah, it was like damn. Most people would punch right hand, come with a left, right? This dude is using the same fuck.
No, over.
Boom.
He hit you 3 times with his right hand.
Yeah,
and you, there's nothing you can do. Hit you in the stomach, hit you uppercut, then hit you with a hook, and you like, yo, what just happened? I don't want no parts of that. Yeah, and I don't want no parts of that because that's how you go retarded. Yeah. Bro, he hit you in your stomach, so you blew out all your air. You blew out all oxygen out your brain. All the oxygen out your brain. Then he hits you in your chin while you're blowing out. You done bit your tongue off or chewed up your goddamn mouthpiece because if you didn't already spit it out from hitting in the stomach.
Yeah, that mouthpiece is stuck to your teeth, bro.
And then the next one's coming across the temple.
Yeah, that's it. That's the last one. If you make it that far.
If you make it, bro, you waking up all kind of brain injuries. CTE.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what they should do. They need to go look at all the people that
Mike Tyson fought, check your brain
for CTE. Because I'm pretty sure there's some CTE in them.
Imagine that. They did a research on everybody that he fought, what the percentage of people that got CTE after fighting Mike Tyson. Would that make him greater? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the craziest part about it. He's like, he like Lawrence Taylor in the ring, bro. He gave 80% of the people that he fought CTE.
Exactly. Damn. Shouts to Mike Tyson, man.
Shout out to Mike Tyson, CTE shorty.
Yeah. He said CTE shorty, dog.
Out here giving cats CTE, man. What's good?
Let's move a little bit to music, man. Jay-Z or Nas? I know the answer to this.
Nah, you don't, bro.
Oh.
Don't. Time has changed.
Oh, hold up.
Time has changed. So we're going to drink on that one. We're going to drink on that one. Yeah. So.
Because I know you're Hove, like
in
the flesh, pretty much.
Man, look, my whole life. Not even my whole life, but since Jay drops Reasonable Doubt, bro. And the craziest thing about it, I didn't even understand his bars. I just liked his flow. It was nice. It was always nice. Luke, because these have been our arguments.
Yeah, for
real. Jay's always been nice. That's not even a good word to use for his flow. Yeah, but he's always been nice, and right. I listened to Nas when I was younger. Mm-hmm. It didn't resonate with me because I lived in the hood.
Right
now, people are like, he's talking about the hood. I don't want to hear about the hood that I live in.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. I'm
Project Window. You already know, so like, why I want to hear?
You feel me?
Yeah,
like him explaining what he's seeing in the hood. I'm like, bro, I go to Sonny's Market all the time and go talk to a crackhead. Like, I don't need to hear that. Mm-hmm. I want to hear.
Right, I feel you.
Like, I don't need to hear that. You know, that storyline is not everything for me. What I do want to hear is inspiration. Mm-hmm. And Jay-Z was always, that ain't no real Rolex. The fuck you done to that? Yeah. Like right. Stunting on niggas and shit. I'm like, ooh, I'm like, oh, okay, I like that. I like what he's saying. Not that I want to flex on somebody, stun on somebody, make somebody feel lower than me. Yeah. I just like that he's talking about something other than murdering, other than robbing somebody, other than I fucked 35 hoes last night. He talking about how he getting money.
He was giving you direction.
He's giving you direction.
He's giving you a direction.
And you know for sure that's why I love Nipsey.
Yeah.
He's talking money. He talking hustle. He talking motivation. The shit that I need to hear to get through these hard times when I gotta go through the back door of a place to get to the front. Mm-hmm. I need motivation to get through there. I need people to talk that shit to me. I need people to say, I had $1 yesterday, I got 1,000 a day. I need that in my mind because without it, I don't move as well. Now, though, as I've had gotten to a certain age, Nas is still always just been nice though, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about if you put on it ain't hard to tell. He made that. He was a teenager,
17, maybe 16.
It
might have been younger.
It might have been
15
younger.
or 16.
15 or 16.
That's when he recorded it.
Exactly.
Or that's when the album came out. He could have wrote this shit a long time ago. Yeah, because back then, he didn't even used to write to beats. They used to just give him beats, and he used to just rap what he had that he wrote.
It's already there, and you can tell. It ain't hard to tell. Is that
song? Yeah,
because when you listen to It Ain't Hard to Tell, it's such a difficult song to recite back.
Yeah,
he never hits you with a line that is predictable, and as a rapper, you understand what that means.
Exactly.
You can't. He doesn't say Apple and Snapple. He doesn't do that shit. He's never been that person. He also doesn't do similes. He doesn't say like this, like that. That's a easier way to get your point across if you say something like that. And they're
Yeah.
like, ooh, he
Right.
said like. You can do that with anything.
Right.
That was never him. His was just complicated story and style. It just and so
Like weaving, like he's like sewing fabric, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he's like weaving it through.
And you can't follow him every time. And I love that when you can't guess what he's saying. You don't know what's about to be the next line coming out of his mouth. But at the same time, it's all educated. It all makes sense. It all blends together.
Yeah.
And so they've become more of a tie, even though their style has changed over time. Their style has become more like I can fuck like Jay-Z's 444.
Yeah. Mature rap.
That's a mature ass album.
Rap. Yeah.
That is and it's something that's different from Jay to be so brutally honest with his life.
It shows his age.
It's
like finally.
Finally
You know
showing
what I'm
his
saying?
age.
Yeah.
Finally showing his age. Finally telling us what's happening inside his house. Not being a cool guy.
Yeah.
When you can admit that you fucked up in your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
That's never been Hove. That's
Right.
never. He's always been the cool guy.
Song cry. You know,
Yeah,
like he's just
song
like,
cry.
it
make
ain't
the song
too
cry.
much.
I'm too cool for
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
You fast forward 20 years,
Yeah.
it's like, nah, that was dumb.
Right.
That was young me, you know? And so he's starting to get to that point, but Jay don't make music no more.
Mm-hmm.
Nas do.
Yeah.
And Nas always will.
Yeah.
Like his dad.
Older daughter, yeah.
He will die making music,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, because he's a musician.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's a businessman
Yeah.
that can rap.
And he's always been a
And
businessman.
he always said it. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business
Exactly.
man, and that can rap.
Yeah.
So you know, like as time has moved, I respect the artistry more inside of in Nas, and that has. I mean, shit. My son's name is Nas.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah.
You know, so you know that lets you know how much I respect.
Yeah.
You know, just that sentiment of what he does for art. Like even now, it's just saying like, you know what, I'm gonna reinvent myself. I'm gonna go with Hit Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
that, truly reinvented
that's
himself.
reinventing
Got
yourself right there.
3 albums.
3 albums, bro.
Yeah.
And
Actually, no, I think he's got 6 with Hit Boy. King's Disease 1, 2, and 3, and Magic 1, 2, and 3. Right? All those are Hit Boy joints.
I didn't know those were Hit Boys.
I want to say King's Disease is.
I know
Hit Boy.
King's Disease is Hit Boy. I didn't know.
Isn't Magic?
See, that's crazy. Hit Boy out here getting it, bro.
Yeah, he is, man.
He getting it. He can rap too. He can rap. He can
Yeah,
rap.
he came out. Yeah, Hit Boy. Magic.
It's 87 out
produced
here, bro.
by Hit Boy. Yeah, and that's crazy. That's
one. So he's evolving, and
Right.
which is something that was Nas's Achilles heel.
Yeah,
He never evolved, which is why I could like Jay-Z in the 90s because he'll do a song like "It's a Hard Knock Life" and then do Big Pimpin'.
right.
Right? These are commercial joints. Nas only dropped "You Can Hate Me Now."
Yeah, that was And,
You know,
yeah.
like there's no other single that
with
came.
Diddy, yeah.
And it
It
wasn't
Uchiwali,
and
then
it
that
wasn't
one with
really and it wasn't
Genuine.
really a single. I don't want to hear that in the club. You can hate me
Yeah.
now. Like that sounds crazy to sing in the club.
But I won't stop now.
You can't stop me, motherfucker. Like, oh god. like if anything, I'm doing the Puff Daddy part.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So, you know, but like I said, today it would be both. They're both neck and neck to me now.
That's crazy because you were definitely a Hove and I was the Nas dude.
Yeah, it was like an Allen Iverson Kobe thing.
You know what's crazy too, man? Like I switched. I said it once. I'm never gonna say it again. But I finally admitted who was better. So I said I'm never gonna say it again. So that should give you enough context.
I don't know what. I don't think nobody's. I just think it's just. It's different, man. They both nice, bro. It makes me mad that Hove is 50 and not gonna put out too much more music.
Yeah, that is true.
And Nas is slowing down on music. And their formula of what they do is being like if I look at anybody else that I can compare to them, your J. Cole's and Kendrick's, right?
Yeah.
They don't put out music a lot either.
Right.
So you be starving. Like I'd be starving for like a
Jay-Z verse.
Bro,
you know what
I'd be
I'm saying?
starving, bro. I'd be like, and not like on some like, oh man, all these niggas. No, it's not like that.
No,
it's
it's
just
just
like
you want to hear.
I want to hear something new, and I want to hear how he explains it.
Yeah.
His way of explaining it is very intricate, bro. It's very player. Like that's his thing. It's play. Nas is, I'm gonna tell you the story, and I'm gonna tell you it in the craziest way.
Yeah.
Maybe I do it backwards.
Right. Exactly.
And when he did it backwards, everybody was like, "Oh shit!" He
I
told the
went
story from the
crazy.
end.
That's
right?
one of my favorite
The
songs.
bullet
he
goes
did,
back,
man.
and everybody's like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" Right?
Yeah.
And so that storytelling is crazy. But then Jay-Z, it's just the way he says shit. He might get on a song that's not even his, like Memphis Bleak, like and be like, "Cool out, homie."
Yeah.
You be and then just go off on you, and you're like, or get on your album. Sorry, Bleak, I'm going at you like that.
To
and
the
do a
intro.
Dear Summer.
Yeah.
And the
And
song
that was
is
the
better
best
than,
song in the
best
whole
song,
album,
bro. and so he's like, they both just so nice. I just left it alone. It was just like, yo, Jay and Nas.
They've secured their place in hip hop Hall of Fame. Bro.
Nah, yeah, they
There's no
literally,
more comparison at this point.
Nah.
It's like, yo, they're both kings in this game.
the only
you know?
person you can compare, the only people you can compare them to came before him, and
Yeah.
that's when you're saying like they pull from their style, so it's like a
Exactly.
more respect thing.
That's it. But
That's
other
it.
than that, it's like,
That's like when they say Bill Russell over Jordan. I'd be like, no,
yeah,
not Bill Russell over Jordan. He just pulled from him. Like he opened the door for Jordan to come in.
exactly.
That's
and
it.
do what he has to do.
And do what he
yeah.
had to do.
All right, Tupac or DMX? I know you wearing the shirt, so we have to go with that.
And we on the coast, but I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
They are the same person.
pretty much. Man.
Embodied. I mean, DMX was tortured, of course.
And
but,
they were
but
both in.
I'll put it like this. DMX is a better rapper.
Yeah,
Better rapper.
in technical terms.
In technical
too.
terms
Yeah,
of being a
technical terms,
rapper.
yeah.
Like and people get mad when you say that shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, but
Pac was definitely
he's a
insane
poet, right?
poet. Like
He's a poet.
he was able to like.
But at the same time,
They both were able to.
They
to
both
paint
were.
those images,
they
man.
both were.
yeah.
Like it's hard. It's hard because I remember like at the end of every DMX thing, he's praying for you.
Yeah.
You
You know what's crazy about both of them too? Not only because they the movies and all that shit. The crazy thing about the both of them, man, is like they're probably the only two rappers I know that will probably walk out there with no backup.
No, only
and go to
Dolo,
war, bro. And go to fucking war, bro.
No, and know why? Who? Of course, somebody killed Tupac, and there's
Right.
big news about this now.
Yeah.
But who don't like you?
Right.
Like I ain't never met nobody that said they don't like DMX. And what I mean, like, of course, I'm talking fans.
Yeah.
I'm not talking people that actually met him.
Yeah,
and
like people that are like, I hate that guy.
But
like,
I've
just,
never met a
yeah.
person that says I hate Tupac or DMX.
Right.
Not even an East Coast nigga. Like if you
Yeah.
go to the East Coast and he's like, I'm a diehard Biggie fan, and but
It's
if
respect.
they're
It's a
old enough,
respect.
it's
Yeah,
the
it's a
respect. They
respect,
understand. They
yeah.
be like, nah, Pac's still that guy.
Yeah.
So it's like they got loved by everybody.
Yeah. 100%, man. Shouts to both of them. RP.
Yes, RP, the truly authentic to themselves, and didn't give a fuck what
Didn't
nobody
give a fuck,
thought.
man. Didn't give a fuck. Big L or Biggie Smalls?
I'm gonna pick Biggie because I don't know
Too much Big L stuff.
I know Big L what they gave us, but he
Yeah.
don't have enough to match up to what Biggie
Yeah.
has for me to compare.
Definitely cut short, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wutang or NWA?
That's a good one. Wutang. That sounds crazy. Fuck Wutang. I love Ice Cube,
Yeah. And you a West Coast dude.
and I'm a West Coast dude, but I love Ghostface, and I love RZA, and it's just like
yeah.
I put it like this: NWA has done bigger things individually, if that makes sense.
True. Also, NWA, I think they're both different lanes. I think NWA is like punch you in the face,
Mm-hmm.
and Wu-Tang is really like I don't want to keep using the word storytelling, but they're more like comic book.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
They draw everything out for you.
Yeah,
they
like
draw
it's
everything out for you.
they're completely different. Now they, in my opinion, one of the two of the biggest groups in hip hop. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Both different coasts. You know, music is completely different. But when it comes to these two, that's why I put them together because it's really hard to select.
No, it's hard.
It's really going to be preference.
And the reason why it's hard to select is if I want to go with individuals,
yeah,
I can go with NWA,
right?
Because there's Dre. There's Dre.
Yeah,
Dre's responsible for everything in hip. I broke something down to somebody one day. And I was like, bro, without no Dr. Dre, there's no Friday.
Right.
I was like, without Friday, there's no Chris Tucker. Without Friday, there's no Cat Williams.
Right.
And all these other people that have been in there. And I'm like,
and that's just Friday.
That's just Friday, right? And then I was like, but then those Chris Tuckers,
yeah,
there's no Rush Hour.
True.
And I'm like, this still streams from Dre.
Right.
This is still Dr. Dre, and we're all the way over here talking about Rush Hour. Yeah. And you're like, how do they connect? And you're like, because this guy got a look from everybody from what he did on Friday, but from a guy that came up through Dr. Dre. And then you start looking at all the other artists. That's just film, right? But when we start talking about 50 Cent, Eminem,
about to say that without Dre, no Eminem. Without Eminem, there's no 50 Cent,
no D12, none of that, right? Like just no acknowledgement of
the tree. It's like a coaching tree.
Yeah, it's a tree, and him being at that tree, there's literally like 1,000 people under him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's why anytime somebody says something, I'll be like, if Dre's in it, it wins.
Yeah,
nobody has affected the game as much as him. I mean, even though Jay-Z wrote Dre, I mean not Dre, Snoop Dogg's line is still Dre.
Yeah,
he still worked with East Coast cats. He's still the Watcher too. Like he always that connection.
He's on like Nas's second album.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And it was one of the first
it's not
times,
about it's always been about music.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to Dre, I think so many people have forgotten. It's just like forgot about Dre. That he literally connects all music. And that's why when we watch Compton, that is the best rap music. Like when it comes to like, oh yeah, I seen Juice and I seen those movies are classic. Compton is that movie is like that's a great biopic right there.
I'm about to say that. It's a biopic,
That's
man.
the greatest biopic I've seen, bro.
In the realest way you could put it, man. You know, so...
I watched the Tupac movie. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
It's terrible. It jumps from time zone to time zone. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like, I think they could have really made that a lot better, man.
They didn't want
But I honestly knew it wasn't going to be that good.
They didn't want the right director to do it. The right director was supposed to be...
Who?
Boys in the Hood director.
John Singleton?
John Singleton was supposed to do it.
I didn't know that.
I don't know how I just forgot his name, one of my favorite directors, but he was supposed to do it, but he wanted to talk about some of the more risque stuff that happened in Tupac's life, right? You know, which is good. That's the point. He's passed away. Ain't no judgment, right? You know, like true. What make you, you know, type shit.
It's pretty much that's what you got, you know.
Yeah, you know,
Lauryn Hill or Erykah Badu.
Ooh, damn, they're like the same person, but they not.
Right. Gets similar feelings from both.
Man, I'm gonna go. Let's take a shot. Yeah. Hey. God, yeah, that was a good one. That's a good one. Like neither one of them. They both queens.
Yeah. Closer we get to the bottom of this shit, it's like it's getting stronger.
Bro. Is that what alcohol does?
I don't think so, man. It's that Japanese shit, bro. It's payback, man.
Shit.
All right, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
Kendrick.
Let's talk about the story, man.
I was a J. Cole fan first, though.
I ain't
gonna lie. I was a J. Cole.
Remember, we were heavy on
that
J.
Lion
Cole,
song. That
yeah.
What was it? Yeah. Off his first mixtape.
Yeah.
I mean, J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, and Wiz Khalifa.
They all came up at the same time.
They came up at the same time. The mixtape circuit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and it was a lot of other people, right?
2009, I think.
2008,
right?
2009.
Yeah.
Because So Far Gone came out 2009.
Yeah.
Then it was crazy. It came out in like the stores and people were buying. I was like, bought that?
Yeah.
It has less songs than. That's how I knew. I knew music was going somewhere else. I was like, hold on, you bought was free? That's on the internet. But
They don't know though.
They don't know. They weren't in the know. They didn't know
about the two dope boys.
No, they didn't know about that. Yeah. We was over there like, and it's crazy to see your relationship with the two dope boys. How we were like. We were stands, man. Like that's all we wanted. We was like, we gotta be on that shit, man. Yeah. We need the stamp, bro.
We need that stamp, bro.
I mean, we would be on there.
We
would be on there a lot. We would be on there a lot. The word radio show, all that was on there. So we were on there a lot.
Like low key, like in different ways.
Low key.
Without them knowing. Like we was on there, yeah.
But yeah, like during the mixtape circuit, you know, J. Cole was actually my favorite at that time.
Yeah, me too. I actually wasn't a fan of Kendrick at all.
Yeah, you know, and I was a fan because his music sounded different. Like when like Alien Girl and Pussy and Patron.
It took me a minute though. It wasn't until Section 80 came out.
That's what I'm saying. Section 80 was like very it was very different, right?
Yeah.
It could have been an Ab Soul album for all we knew.
Yeah.
Just how different everything sound, especially when you hear Po Man's Dream.
Oh man,
it make you.
What a great record!
Yeah, man,
what a great record!
Great record, right? Yeah. And so I remember J. Cole had came out, and J. Cole just had that. He just had that style. I was like, oh, he the next Hove, bro. Yeah. This is Hove. Like this is Hove right here.
Yeah, this is we're witnessing it in the flesh, man.
And then I guess when he signed the Hove, it didn't work. It wasn't Hove. Nah. I was like, because when I heard Mr. Nice Watch, I said, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man, I don't know what happened. I don't like talking about it because it makes me sad. Because man, like you said, we were big J. Cole fans and we never got the warm up.
We never got it. You know, and I think J. Cole's biggest thing was he got in his own way, right?
Yeah.
He did what Eminem was doing at one point in time. I'm gonna produce and rap. He's like, no, don't do that.
Just share the work, man.
Yeah, just rap. Because what happens is we hear you in your production.
Yeah.
We just need to hear your words, not the production. Eminem used to have these dark chords that he used to play every time. You're like, oh, this is the Eminem rap.
Oh shit, he about to kill his mom.
Yeah, this is Eminem. Yeah. He you could tell by the chord progression, this is him.
Yeah.
And then so he's about to rap this way. And that's what J. Cole had fell victim to. And at that time, Kendrick started rising.
Yeah, he did, man.
He started slowly. It was J. Cole first.
Yeah. And I'd like to say that we were part of that, low key.
We was part of that because so as Kendrick's rising, this is while Section 80 is out.
Yeah.
And for anybody out there, you don't have the hard copy of Section 80. We do.
We got
that shit. We got the hard copy from his hands.
We have a whole box of that shit.
They have a box of them motherfuckers. You can't you've heard it and you have it on digital. You have the digital version.
Yeah.
But the hard copy was never sold. It was only given. And he gave me J-Rock's album too. But
Top Dawg, you talking about Top Dawg? Yeah,
Top Dawg
gave us that.
So, you know, Kendrick was on his rise, and for the many people that don't know the story, one day we're at your house, and we're sitting in the room, and Ramon comes up with this idea of booking Kendrick Lamar.
The fire idea.
Fire idea. Like,
fire idea.
Comes up with the idea of booking Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, this is 2011, a couple months after Section 80 came out. Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, like that's not a bad idea. So let's look at venues. Let's look at everything that we need to do.
DJs,
right?
like who we gonna have do this? Yeah, like
so we did our due diligence all the way up to the date. Like we worked all the way up into the date. Like literally, I remember we were looking at locations to have the place. I think you and Ramon went to San Francisco.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We did, yeah.
And I was looking at locations that week. This is like 2 weeks before the show.
Yeah, 2 weeks before the show.
We didn't even have a location yet.
It's just crazy. And we have flyers, but no location.
We have flyers, no location, bro, for Kendrick. And the crazy thing is nobody knew about Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like backpackers knew about Kendrick, right? Yeah. Backpackers were like, oh, this is Kendrick. But like the main majority, it
wasn't mainstream yet.
Nah, the hot song on the radio was "Ain't I?"
Yeah,
you know they look at. I remember when we had the Kendrick Lamar like that night. One of my homeboys from my neighborhood was like, "Yo,
yeah,
tell your DJ to play Ain't I?"
Yeah,
and I went to final like, "Yo, you got Ain't I?" Like I'm like this is what they want to hear.
Yeah,
and I'm in my mind I'm like this crowd this is not the right crowd.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing too is like just before that, we opened up for Tech 9
and E40.
and J-Rock opened up, and Kendrick was the hype man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we talking about.
That quick, because J-Rock was the bigger artist because he had a song with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he was first up for TV.
He was first up. And the cool thing about J-Rock a whole beast.
Yeah.
If you ever hear J-Rock,
nasty, bro.
he nasty.
He don't give a fuck what he's saying.
Yeah,
bro.
he that's a cold.
Yeah.
And I liked the J-Rock. Kendrick was different.
Yeah.
He sounded wholly like I remember he rapped out on that Redman beat. Was him and Absol.
Yeah, Absol. It was Absol. Yeah.
That Turn Me Up.
Yeah.
And I remember that was the first time I was like, oh shit, when he's like, I write a verse, make you forget Hove, whatever Hove wrote. I was like, oh shit, like that's what made me start looking at him and start like, let me go download him.
Yeah.
And then so we fast forward, we paid for Kendrick to come.
Yeah. $4,000 at the time.
$4,000.
That was it.
I tell everybody $4,000. $2,000 up front, $2,000 in the back. At the end of the
night. Yeah.
That man's worth $1 million a show now.
yeah, it's crazy. $4,000.
Like, $4,000, bro.
And we were scraping.
Bro, this is only 10 years ago.
Shit.
His stock just shot.
Yeah.
So we were scraping. Most of the money came from my college money.
Damn.
I took it all from my college, like all the money for my books.
Yeah. All
the money for classes.
This is crazy because it did not end out like how we thought it was.
Right. So basically, we hired Kendrick and a local rapper here. I'm not gonna say his name. He was cool with Kendrick. He was part of the crew out there.
He low key saved the night.
Yeah. No, because he brought a lot of people. He brought a lot of people.
Saved the night.
And there was a whole beef with him and Ramon, of course, because he was making his own flyers.
Yeah.
And he was putting his name as the top bill.
Yeah.
To open up for Kendrick, even though we had paid for him.
Yeah.
And me and Ramon met with him at UNLV at Chipotle. Because I know I know him, and I know the cast that he was, bringing. And I just want the cooler heads to provide, to go prevail. And he's a cat that's rapping, and he wants to come up just like us. We Vegas, we got to learn how to work together.
Yeah, and at this time, like no one was working together.
Nobody was working together. It was like 30 crews doing 30 different things, and then they won't come to your shit because They
ain't going to their shit. Yeah, exactly. The only time you saw all of us together in one venue is if we're battling each other.
Or luckily at Daddy Mac somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So, that's what it was. I had to, talk to him, calm him down. Yeah. The crazy thing is, we were just like, yo, bro, you're going to have to, like, we paid him already.
Yeah.
You're going to have to either pay us in tickets, like buy tickets, or do this. And he was just like, it ain't nothing. I was like, and I already knew the cat. He was he was that type of cat, so it was nothing. So that night, I remember that day was like hectic. You guys went to the radio station, and Kendrick, for you guys had an interview with Bootleg Kev.
But before that, so I want to set the tone here. So Ramon's like, we're just paying for Kendrick's flight.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up having to pay for Kendrick's flight, Schoolboy's flight, Dave's, Dave Free,
and
Top Dawg.
The mixer, yep.
Yeah, and Ali.
In the rooms. Bree hooked us up with the room.
Talk about the room.
So Bree Ronnie.
Go ahead.
Man. So Bree Ronnie, shout out to Bree. Saved us with that one. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
She had won a room through Zappos.
Yes.
Funny thing is, it was a honeymoon. Suite.
So the bathroom didn't have doors. It's just a straight shot. You can see from the bed. You can see the fucking shower.
Bruh, Top Dawg called me and said, "So, y'all motherfuckers gave us a honeymoon suite." So, mind you, he not even staying there. He's staying at the Tropicana.
Yeah.
This is at the Cosmo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't have no clue what he's talking about. Like, what you talking about? Like this room, this room. Yeah. He's like, no, it's a honeymoon suite, bro. Ain't no doors on the bathroom. It's 3 men in here.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah. You called. I was at Undefeated promoting.
Yeah.
Trying to sell more tickets.
Yeah.
And you called me. He's like, yo, we just gave Kendrick and Schoolboy and Ali and Dave and all that. We just gave them the honeymoon suite. There's no door in the bathroom. I said, what the fuck?
Oh God.
Yeah.
And then so I went up there. I upgraded the room.
Yeah.
This how cold it was. I'm already in the red.
Yeah.
I didn't already spend my school money.
Yeah.
I just said, fuck it. I didn't pull out the credit card. I'm like, shit, just upgrade the room. Fuck it. It's extra $130. Like get them a room with doors. Don't no man want to see another man on the toilet, bro. That's the worst thing you can do to another. That's jail. You might as well be in jail. Like that's why that only happens in jail, because it's the worst thing you can ever do is see another man's shit.
Yeah, that's
so
facts.
so we upgraded the room, and then I remember when I upgraded the room, I went upstairs, and the crazy thing is like Kendrick says, he doesn't smoke or anything like that. He wasn't smoking. He was off to the side. He was just writing in his notebook.
Yeah, and
then boy come up to me. He's like, "Yeah, can you get some trees for us?"
Yeah.
And, back in 2010, to get quality...
That was a mission.
Yeah, to get quality tree, you had to either know something. Like, you had to know the connect, and you had to be a person that buys.
Yeah. I think that's when you hit me up.
Yeah, no, yeah. Because the thing was, like, I don't buy.
Yeah.
So even a person with quality wouldn't even give it to me because I don't buy. Like, you have to be a person that smokes. And they're like, oh yeah, like, and then you have to
connect, like, to know who has the good
and on
shit.
top of that, you have to be a person that knows your weed. You have to be able to look at it and be like, oh, this is it, or sniff it or smoke it and be able to say, this is gonna be the high quality shit. Right. Because they were like, yo, if Schoolboy smoked this and it's whack, bro,
it's over.
Yeah, he like, yo, if it's whack, he gonna let you know it's whack. And because they were like, he don't give a fuck where he smoke at. He smoking casinos. I was like, not out here, bro.
Yeah,
he get his ass.
He actually got kicked off a show one time.
Yeah, no, I was like, not out here, bro. They don't. I like keep that shit in L.A. You'll get your little ass slammed out here.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah,
at that time, yeah,
at that time. Now you can.
Now it's whatever, man.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
So we had got him some weed and everything. I remember I had connected with my boy Josh.
Yeah,
so I had hit you up. I hit up Josh because Josh used to get his shit from Humboldt.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I know it's good then. So I connected with Josh. Make sure they got their trees. And then we do a sound check. The worst sound check I ever in my whole life, bro.
We were at a karaoke venue.
We go into this, we go in there, and the owner hands Kendrick a plastic mic. I think it might have been yellow.
VGK, man, let's go, man. Golden Knights.
He handed that man a yellow plastic mic, right? And so he's looking at it like all right, like he ain't tripping at first, right?
Yeah.
So he's testing out like his movements, where he's gonna move on the stage. The stage is only 2 feet tall.
Yeah,
this is the greatest thing about it, though. Anybody that came to that show, you'll never get this close to Kendrick ever in your life,
ever, because it was literally 2 feet high.
Bro, I'm close. Me and you is how close we are with Kendrick, and he's performing.
I got a picture of I was just right next to him when he's performing.
Like, that close.
Yeah.
And so I remember I told hella people didn't come. Yeah. They regretted it. They regret the shit out of it that they didn't come. Only because the stock went up. I'm like, you wasn't fucking with him at that point.
You should have did it, man.
You should have did it. But so what happened?
Unforgettable show, man.
What happened was,
and the DJ booth was like 8 feet.
The DJ booth was hella tall. I don't know why the DJ booth was so damn tall, but everything was so low. It's so stupid, bro. But
you had to take fucking stairs.
That shit was dumb. Bruh, and I mean, Ali was shitting on us because of it, bro.
Hell yeah, he's like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, bruh, he's like, what kind of venue? So the thing was, Ali's up there messing with the EQs and fader. He like, bro, this shit don't control none of this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what you talking about?
Yeah.
And Kendrick's walking, he walks off to the side and everything just cuts. Like the receiver is too far, but he's only like 13 feet away from the receiver.
It's not even that far, bro.
It's not that far, bro. He's not far at all. He's like 13 feet away from the receiver. So he's like, what's going on with the mic? What's up with the mic? Then one of the speakers was blown.
It blown out, yeah. It was
on
blown.
the right side, the speaker was blown. So soundtrack's terrible. You guys about to go to Bootleg Kev for the 98.5 interview.
Yeah.
Top Dawg pulled me off to the side since he's been in contact with me the whole time.
Yeah.
He go, yo, if you don't get this sound right,
Ain't no show.
Kendrick don't perform unless the sound right. I can respect it too, though.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like, he an artist. We artists trying to do what you do.
Yeah.
I respect it, and you already on your move. So he like, man, you gonna have to get this shit right. So when I remember y'all had went, it was hustle time for me, bro. It was like,
man, this is crazy right here.
It was like, yo, if you don't get this right, all your money down the drain. Not just yours, your team.
Yeah.
And y'all getting clowned because people gonna show up and Kendrick's not gonna be there.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
It's gonna be bad. So that day I think I went to Guitar Center and I went into their like, they have like a area that's for like the big speakers for stages and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, how much is the rent this? He's like, oh, it's $1,000. I'm like, that's not happening. Fuck, you know, like shit, man.
We got like 4 hours before.
Yeah, like 4 hours before the show, man. I'm about to pass out. Man.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, all my money's about to be
gone,
man, bro.
This shit crazy, bro.
And so I need new mics.
Yeah.
I need receivers. I need all this shit. So I think like
you were hitting people up too, though, right?
No, I'm texting people as I go. Like, yo, do you got this? Do you got that?
Yeah.
I think we got a couple of things through text
couple people from like Rhyme and Rhythm came through with a mic. I can't remember his name, and then like I don't know how everything else happened because I was. It
luckily happened because Guitar Center wasn't the spot. Guitar Center's like, bro, we don't know you.
Yeah.
You know, they're looking at me like, do you have a card with like $20,000, $30,000 on there we can hold?
Yeah.
You know, because we about to give you a $30,000 fucking speaker.
Yeah.
You know, so you can rent it, but you had to have like a big enough credit card to hold the shit. And I didn't have it.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't have any other stuff. So we were getting it we were piecing it. I stayed at the venue, basically making sure everything worked. I mean, I think I really basically worked all the way till the show started.
You did, man. Because I remember
I was tired of shit once the show started.
Yeah, because I remember like I was at the venue at this point after we did the interview to get more people down there, and I was just making sure everybody was cool. We had the openers do their thing. DJ was playing his shit, and it was fine. You know what I'm saying? But like, we also didn't have the rest of the money too. We had to sell more tickets.
We didn't have the money. We made the rest of the money off the door.
That's true.
We made the rest of the money off the door. So when at the end of the night, when it was time to settle up, this is how I knew this is how I knew Top Dawg was a hustler.
Yeah.
He didn't hustle us or anything like that.
Not at all. Not at all.
It was the way he counted money.
Yeah.
So I'm counting the money to make sure that he sees me correctly count his money out.
Yeah.
So I'm like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, right? He's like, man, you taking too long.
Yeah.
Give me that money.
You just count and see how many 20s he had. Huh?
He grabbed the whole wad like this.
Yeah.
And took his thumb and slid 5 across and then went back across and slid 5 across and went back across and slid 5 across. And he just doing it in 5.
Yeah.
100, 200, 300, 400. And he was counting it like with one hand like this. I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm like, I ain't never counted money like that, bro.
Yeah.
He was counting money with one hand, but slide that
yeah.
shit. And I'm sitting right next to him, watching, like looking at him, like, God damn, Kendrick's sitting right here in front of us. And that's when
he was in the van, right?
No. Kendrick was in the room. What happened was, I don't know if you remember, I had my boy Guido be the security guard.
Security guard, yeah.
There was a kid there that knew every single word to every single Kendrick thing.
I don't remember that.
He wasn't allowed to come in because it was a bar.
Yeah.
My boy Guido snuck him in.
Oh man,
and brought him in to the VIP room. Remember, we were in the VIP room.
That's right. Yeah, the VIP room.
He brought him into the VIP room to meet him and sign his thing and sign his CD. That the only CD that nobody else. He got him to sign the CD and he left after that.
I wonder who that kid is, man.
I wonder what. I don't know, but he sat out there and my boy was like, man, like he was out there like rapping every word as the show was going on. I couldn't let him stay out there, so I took him to the VIP room where Kendrick was. Yeah, and my boy, he didn't know what nobody knew what Kendrick was gonna be. Nobody knew Kendrick was gonna be Kendrick.
Yeah, at all.
Right? Like yeah, he could have Section 80 could have been his biggest project, and that would have been it. Let's wrap it up. But it wasn't.
Yeah, and
that's where I fucked up, right? Because after the show, this is where that part comes in. After the show. We didn't make our money back.
Not at all.
Not at all. We lost all our money.
Yeah.
I didn't have money for books.
Yeah. Like I think I put in like a couple, like several hundred, a few hundred, and I was just like, fuck it, man.
No, it was gone, right?
Yeah,
Everything was gone. That was gone. Our morale was gone.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been.
It should have made
now
us,
when we look back, it should have never been.
Right.
We were worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
Worrying about the money was the wrong thing at the time. We were, and the thing was, we weren't worried about the money going into it. The whole thing we were worried about
is the quality
and getting people to come and see not only Kendrick but Ramon. Yeah, that was a double thing. You're gonna come see Kendrick, but you're gonna come see Ramon open up for him, so you can hear so you can hear him, see him, and so we got down on ourselves, and that kind of hurt Flow Deep after that. That show
it did,
hurt.
Man. It
that
did.
show. That show.
It hurt, like, because after that it was just like
a spread.
It was just like, yo, who else wants to, like, Ramon was really fucking with me. I don't think we saw him for a little bit after that. And then it was like we didn't really have, like, at that point it was just me and you. Yeah. And then, like, Neek was trying to do his thing, but it was like everything was just kind of dying.
Yeah, everything was dying after that. And I think everybody's trying to follow the formula, making a mixtape. Yeah. I think that's what it really was. Like, oh, I'm gonna make my mixtape, right? Yeah. Because mixtapes were popping. They were better than albums.
It was that's how you got on, was a mixtape.
It was a mixtape. It was so many, so many sites that you can go to, so many, this is the blogger time, and everybody wanted to impress these people, and I think that hurt us a little bit as a crew that slowed us down.
Do you remember when it was me, you, it's like the end of the show, and Top Dawg was just talking to us, and he was like, yo, what y'all doing tomorrow?
This is where, okay.
You remember that?
Yeah, so this is where I screwed all the way up. So
shit, me too.
Yeah, no. It was just a total miscalculation and not understanding life being that young, and understanding the opportunities don't always come like that. Yeah. And so Top Dawg basically invited us to come watch Kendrick at the Music Box
in LA.
We didn't know that, we had no other clue other than that.
That's it.
And so what it was,
and when I mean invited, it was like,
no, we
pull up with us.
Yeah. You TDE.
Yeah. Like he was like,
UTDE for pulling this shit through. Basically, because that's basically what he was saying. He was like, because before
he kept it real with us, man.
Because before that, Kendrick wasn't the hot. He wasn't the hot ticket. Who was the hot ticket at that time? And because if that had went well, the next person was going to be the hot ticket to make us the money. Yeah, it was Tyga. He had dropped Rack City.
I forgot about that.
He had dropped Rack City. Rack City was hot in the city, and we live in Vegas, which is Rack City.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
It's the song explains this, and I remember I was like, oh yeah, once we make the money off of this, I'm gonna get the strip hop, which was like the hip hop strip club. Yeah, I'm gonna charge cast about 100, make it a pimp night, and have Rack City. Had it. I was already envisioning this shit, right? So Tiger was like the real big draw, which is crazy to think now, right?
It is crazy, yeah.
Right, like Tiger over Kendrick, like a motherfucker. People, and guess what? 9 times out of 10, people would have got Tiger before Kendrick.
Yeah, especially at that time.
At that time, and, so what happened was, I think Top Dawg was just really impressed with everything that they asked for. It happened. Yeah, rental car, it happened. Yeah, room change, it happened. Weed, it happened.
Even the alcohol, Hennessy.
We had to go over the cross street. Yep, we had to go across the street
to get the Hennessy.
Everything that you asked
for. The whole family he wanted on the
list that came in the van. It happened. Everything happened, and we made sure we treated them like he's Kendrick today.
Exactly, we sure did, because that's how we felt about it.
That's how we felt. I was like, bro, you skilled, bro. Mm-hmm. like. I know you gonna make it. Like we knew. The crazy thing was we could have been A&Rs because we knew who was that dope.
We knew he was gonna make it.
We knew he was gonna make it. And so what happened was he invited us, but being that we had
no money,
that was the big first one, because at the end of the night when you don't have no money, you're like, shit.
What we gonna do next?
Right?
How we gonna eat, basically?
But I still had to check on the room. The room's in my name. Yeah, that Cosmo room. the Tropicana room was in Top Dog's name.
Yeah.
So he was good. But then we had to settle up with the bar. The place. I think part of the negotiation was the fact that because it was on a Thursday night, not a Friday night. The fact that it was on a Thursday night, we got it cheaper if we can make their bar make money. That was what the promise was. If your bar makes a certain amount of money, more than what you usually make on a Thursday, then we get to keep the 100% of the door.
Yeah.
And so I think I had to go back. No, I know. Because the owner's daughter invited me to China. No, for real.
Human trafficking. Watch out.
No, that's the first thing that popped in my mind. I was like,
no,
you're not taking my liver.
Yeah.
I'm not cute enough to go to China.
Yeah.
Stop.
No.
So I remember, we had to go over receipts.
Yeah.
To make sure we didn't owe money that we already didn't have because we already paid Top Dog everything from the door. That was I think after we paid him from the door, we had like $38, $40.
Yeah, it was small. I think we went to Denny's after.
It was something stupid,
what
bro.
You want, man.
So we had no money. And I think at that time it was like, oh, okay. And the craziest shit happened. That very next day, Kendrick Lamar was crowned West Coast King.
Yeah, and he signed the Interscope.
And every West Coast rapper,
everybody,
Gang,
DJ Quick,
Snoop,
Dr. Dre,
they were all there. All there. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
We supposed to be backstage.
Yeah.
We supposed to be there.
Because back then it wasn't like news like traveled primarily pretty slow.
Took a day or two.
Yeah. So it took a couple of days, but we saw it on Two Dope Boys.
Two Dope Boys. That's how when I seen it on Two Dope Boys, I almost threw up, bro.
Yeah, I think you called me and was like, yo, we fucked up. And I was like, I know.
Yeah.
I just saw it too.
And it was like, I should have took a flight. We should have took a flight. We should have landed. We should have stayed in front of the building and waited for them to come and get us. And it's just like, ever since then, I've never, not once. Like if a small, that's why when you said the R&R is like, I guess I have to take half the money.
Yeah,
because that plays in my mind over and over. The opportunity.
It could have changed a lot for us. I think. You know what I'm saying?
I think it could have, but I think it wouldn't have because he blew up literally the next day.
He blew up the next day.
They didn't because what it was Top Dog said. This was his exact words. He said, "I need somebody in Vegas that can put shit together."
Yeah.
And so what it was Kendrick was still local.
Yeah.
He was still doing the $4,000 shows from small city up and down California. And remember, he put us in his tour.
Yeah.
He had a tour, and once we had booked him, he put our date into his tour.
Yeah.
So it was like he wasn't getting big billings and he wasn't getting like
not yet at least.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But then next thing you hear is pull up, drink, and I'm like, shit, we can never afford him again. Yeah, like it was like again, after that was over.
Because then the following year, he dropped his album.
Yeah, no, and it was
Good Kid, Mad City,
and October,
it was over. It was 2012.
It was no way that you could book him unless you were a major person with money and all this backing, and it was just like, damn, we got him right as he blew.
Yeah, and I feel like if we would have went to that show, we would have connected with
somebody else. That's what I think. It would have
been.
I think it would have been somebody else, or it would have been not Kendrick. I got this girl named SZA.
Yeah,
because she wasn't known at that time, right? Right. And you know, like oh, I got this kid. Ab-Soul. Oh, we know Ab.
Yeah.
We met Ab. You know, like you know, something like that. And it could have definitely been that because shit, Top Dog fucked with me, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I looked through my phone because we used to network. We weren't shy about like exchanging numbers back then. I looked through my phone and I see some of the rappers and people that I have their phone numbers to, and I'm just like, we really didn't give a fuck. We was really trying, man. We was really trying. Nah, I never used the phones though. I still got Dom Kennedy's number in here.
Well, that's the thing.
Ab-Soul.
No, and we because we were linking with a lot of cats like El Perez and all these shit, Diggy.
Oh yeah, we got Diggy in there. That's
you know, there's a lot of people that we were around and chopping. We were just hustling, bro. We was in the moment.
Do whatever we could, man.
We was in the moment.
Whatever we could. Yeah, we got a few more on this segment. Let's go to some film. Hans Zimmer or John Williams?
John Williams. Jurassic Park, man.
Yeah. Star Wars.
Star Wars. But it's Jurassic Park. That's just like classic. Hans Zimmer did a lot of classic shit though.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
That he's more of a beast than them.
Yeah. Interstellar, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, but all the
even
Batmans,
back in the day, yeah, Batman's, yeah.
He's a beast. Not even Interstellar. The number one that I remember, I went to the movie just to listen to the movie, even though the movie was supposed to be great. What's the one? Inception.
That's correct. Yeah.
Man, when I heard Inception, when I heard those horns,
yeah, that shit's crazy. Just shook the fucking theater, bro.
But we were producing at this time. I was like, how do I get my horns to do that?
Yeah, we had no idea.
We had no idea.
And then we look and we see, and he's like running it through all this crazy shit, and we're like, that's how he did it.
Yeah, no, he's like, oh, we can't.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have that.
We can't. Yeah. We don't have that. We don't have money.
All right, Steven Spielberg or Christopher Nolan?
Spielberg.
That's like that's a good one right there. Everyone's saying that Christopher Nolan is like passing him up. I was reading some articles. It was, those articles.
I think people are prisoners of the time. I think people forget what Steven Spielberg has done, and they only contribute him to movies like a Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
But what about Color Purple?
Right, exactly.
Like that has nothing to do with action.
It has nothing to do with post production.
Yeah, nothing. It's just acting and writing.
And yeah.
And if you read the book, The Color Purple, there's a lot of gay talk in there about the women being lesbians. Mm-hmm. And back then, when he produced it, they just could hint at it because it was the 80s, late 90s. They only could hint at Suge Avery and the other characters' relationship that they had. And so it's kind of crazy when I watch it now and like this is a Steven Spielberg movie. Yeah. And you're not watching Indiana Jones.
Nah.
And you're not watching, so I still go with Steven Spielberg. I think Christopher Nolan is coming for him, definitely. Yeah. But I mean, neither one of them are my favorite anyway.
Yeah, I feel you. Jordan Peele or Ryan Coogler?
Jordan Peele. I think Ryan Coogler has the bigger projects with the bigger actors.
Yeah.
But I think Jordan Peele's is way more creative.
Yeah, way more.
Just way more. Just to come up with the concepts that he has. Is like,
I don't even know how you think about that shit. And still, because both of them add like real life world issues, societal issues in their movies.
Yeah, what I like about Jordan Peele is some people like, oh, he's making black movies. He's not making black movies. He's making movies that happen to have black people in it. Yeah, and there's a big difference between making a movie that's specifically for black people. Mm-hmm. Those are your Medeas because they're talking in a certain way in a certain context, and then there's movies where it's like, no, this just happened to happen to a black family.
Right.
It's not that it's black. It's like it just happened to happen to it. Because when you watch Get Out, most of the actors are white.
Yeah. The whole
cast is white. Yeah. So, but why is it a black movie all of a sudden? Because the main actor is black and it's a black scary movie? It's like, no, that. And then you watch Us.
Yeah.
The one family is black.
Yeah.
The neighbors, they live in a rich neighborhood. The neighbors are white. The other, so I'm like, it's not that it's a black movie. It's that he puts black faces as the main characters, and it seems black because on Us, the number one song that keeps popping up is "I Got Five" on it.
Yeah.
So it feels like
it feels like a black movie.
It feels like a black movie, but that doesn't make it a black movie. It just makes it our culture.
Yeah.
Which is in the color of a skin. Culture has more to do with me and you in the same culture.
Yeah, feeling, vibe.
Yeah, me and you in the same culture. It has nothing to do with my race and your race. Yeah. We the same.
How you move.
How we move. Our language, our how we grew up and how we view things are almost exactly the same no matter our race.
Exactly.
And so that's what I like that he makes. He makes movies that are for like a culture of people, not for a race of people. Even though people look at it and say, oh, that's a black scary movie. And it's like, no. Tales from the Hood is a black scary movie.
Right.
like that's a black scary movie. Like, not Get Out. That's not a black scary movie.
That's hilarious, bro. All right, here we go. Loyalty or respect?
Loyalty every time. Loyalty.
Got you, brother. For the people, man, because I know that, you know, you're getting into film. You know, you want to be a filmmaker. You want to do a lot of things outside of just working in marketing and advertising. So what are you working on now? Like, what's next for you in that terms? Like, what's Jay Spence doing for him?
So this is a nice time in my life right now.
Yeah.
I'm finally polished enough to have people's trust to go out on my own and start making like small films. You know, with filmmaking, it's a little bit hard. You know, you're asking people for their time.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and I don't have the money to give you for your time. I just have the product.
Yeah.
And I got to promise you a good product. And so I have to have that backing. And I finally have that evidence that somebody can trust me with their time, that it isn't just wasted.
Right.
And so, you know, so far now, I've just been writing shorts. You know, I've been writing a lot of shorts, when I'll show you after. And I just feel it's the time for me to express myself as more of an artist, less than a person that's artistic working for a firm.
Right.
Because when you're artistic working for a firm, you're still not an artist. You still have to work it
You're
within guidelines.
within the guidelines. Yeah.
Within
You're not doing
guidelines.
what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm not doing exactly what I want to do. I'm using, but it makes you better. I'm not gonna lie about that. When somebody gives you rules, basketball has rules.
Yeah.
You can't travel.
Right.
So you got to learn how to dribble to get to the bucket.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. It's like, I can't tell the client no. I need to figure out how to give them what they want, even though I think it's not the best, and still be able to give them a good product. I can't say, well, here, give you this and it's shitty. Well,
Yeah, it's
now
true,
you're just you're a shitty editor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's that, like you're a shitty, like you're just a shitty person. You can't give good work because you don't know how to make it into something good.
Yeah.
So I've finally gotten to that point to where I can trust. I have that trust with people where they see my work and they're like, oh shit, you did that.
Yeah, I'll be surprised when I catch your work. I'm like, damn, okay, I see
Well,
you.
no,
dog.
and then thank you.
Yeah.
No, and that's kind of where I want it to be, to where it's like, trust me, bro. Like, and then now when I give you the script ain't as crazy no more.
Yeah.
It ain't as crazy when I give you a script about somebody getting kidnapped.
Right.
And
you know how I can create this.
You know I can create it. You know I can come up with a way to make it look good in some way.
Yeah.
And so I'm on that point right now of making my own stuff. One of the first ones I want to make is called Paywall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in chapters. It's basically in chapters. Chapter 1 is the love story. But it ends tragically as fuck, right?
Okay.
Chapter 2 is like the adventure part of the love story. And then chapter 3 would be the ending.
Right.
And I love shit that ends in tragedies. I just love shit because life is tragedy.
Yeah.
And when you read Greek tragedies, they just resonate better. The story, remember,
Even Shakespeare.
Like Disney endings don't work well.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch Gone Girl and you see at the very end Bruce Affleck is stuck with this woman for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
It's tragic.
It's tragic, right? When Inception ends and the fucking thing the top doesn't fall.
Yeah.
It's tragic. Is he dreaming? Is he in the real world? It's tragic. It's tragedy, right? It's giving that ending that you want. So, you know, I that's kind of how I write. That's kind of how I think. I think in tragedies, I think they're the best stories. I love complex characters. I love characters that ain't shit.
Yeah.
Like you be like, what you mean ain't shit? I be like, think of a person that ain't shit, right? Perfect person for a movie, right?
Yeah.
Because they're complex. There ain't, when you think of a person because there ain't shit, it's not that they ain't shit because they ain't shit.
Yeah.
They're not shit because there's a complex reason.
Yeah.
Of why they don't give a fuck.
Down. Yeah.
And when you get to break it down, that story is beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody wants. We live in that world where everybody wants a struggle.
Yeah.
I go into work and Piper has a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say her struggle is worse or better than mine.
Right.
I lived in the hood and I had this happen to me. So she might have lived in the suburbs and got beaten and suffered from anorexia.
Yeah.
Everybody has a
struggle, man.
Everybody has a struggle,
yeah.
right? And so that's my thing. I love to talk about the struggle.
Yeah.
I love tragedies. I love it sounds down to say that, but it's like, well, do you want it in your real life or do you want to watch it?
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's like
I'd rather watch it and consume it and then be like, fuck. Okay, I'm glad I'm not in that position.
Well, because it in some ways it teaches you to be more thankful for what you have.
Yeah. And also if you have been in that position, it's like I'm not alone.
Right, or you're not exactly. Alone.
Yeah.
And one of the things is it's like people look at films sometimes and they can relate. And sometimes they can look at films sometimes and they can separate their lives and juxtapose what's the difference between them and that character.
Right.
And so I like to make those films for those complicated people that are out there that can't share their feelings with everybody, right?
Yeah.
They can't do everything. They can't just do that. And I want people to watch it and feel like, oh, okay, like that's me.
Right.
Or I know that person, right? And kind of go with that because we were talking about that earlier. Like I used to watch all these, anybody that's black, we done seen 30 different Martin Luther King movies.
Right. True.
They're all terrible. And I didn't say Martin Luther King's terrible. I said the movies are terrible.
Yeah.
And the reason why the movies have been terrible until the most recent one was that they painted him as a saint, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to say he isn't a saint because some people just start killing me right now. You can't talk bad about Martin. And I'm not. What I'm saying is he had his downfalls. And if Martin had downfalls and can overcome them, then I can.
Exactly. And that story needs to be told.
That story needs to be told.
Yeah.
Not the oh, he was never afraid when he marched. In the newer one, they showed he was afraid. Well, of course you would be afraid. There's dogs and goddamn fire hoses and 6'2" white boys with nooses around, or like I'm scared.
Yeah.
That's scary. Or the fact that he was having affairs, right? He's still a man. He's still doing things that the natural flesh is telling him to do. Mm-hmm. And so I don't feel like shit if I come short.
Yeah.
You don't feel like shit. You look at him like, if Martin comes short, then I can come short, right?
Yeah.
And those are the things that I like. Don't make him to be Jesus. Those are hard people to even to
follow,
to connect with. You can't connect with it.
Yeah.
How do I connect with somebody that's perfect? I haven't been perfect since birth.
Yeah, and I don't even think Jesus was perfect.
No, and that's the thing. You can't.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You can't. And that's my thing. When you make a flawed character,
right? They're
great.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing you can do. It's the best because you're gonna have an adventure. They're gonna make they're gonna do the wrong thing. They're gonna say A and B. A leads me home to have a good sleep.
Yeah.
B leads me I don't know to where. And they're gonna pick B.
Yeah.
And that's how you get your adventure. And so I'm on that point to where I like writing. I love creating these people. I love I think the hardest thing for me to create is the name.
Yeah. It's always the hardest part, bro.
It's the hardest part.
Always the hardest part.
Because for some reason you think like, oh, this motherfucker ain't no Chris.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see what's his name? He ain't no John.
No.
Yeah.
And then you like, nah, it's too many Johns. Let me go extreme with it. His name is Xavier.
Yeah.
You're like, no, this is what?
You're like, nah, man, that's too long.
Yeah,
Xavier.
Yeah, like Xavier.
Just call him X.
And X. Yeah, his name's X. Now he just took a whole personality change.
Yeah.
So, that's one of the things I'm getting into. Everything is
challenging.
It's challenging with that. But I've been prepared on the other side because when you work for an ad agency, you're literally you're writing.
You're rewriting shit while you're directing.
You're writing scripts nonstop. You're writing storyboards. You're writing out and maybe your character isn't a person. Maybe it's a bottle of soap.
Yeah.
But you got to creatively make something for this bottle of soap.
You got to give it a soul.
Yeah, you got to give it a soul because who thought everybody would be singing Burger King ads right now?
Exactly.
Like who thought it's like those things that people do. It takes creativity and then it takes like a little bit of braveness because when that Burger King song came out, it could have flopped.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it could have just flopped,
and that'd have been like the end of Burger King.
But then all of a sudden it's like, yo, it's the most catchy song on the TV right now.
100%.
So it's one of those things where I definitely feel like I'm comfortable in my space of doing that. I've already shot like really small shorts. My next thing is to kind of get it up to around like 10 to 15 minute shorts and put those out for free, of course. Put those out for free and give people entertainment, because we live in a time where before entertainment was limited. You were on cable,
right,
or you weren't on cable.
Yeah.
Once the internet started putting TV and YouTube came along, and Vimeo came along, and
digital cable
came along. Now there's 300,000 channels. Facts. And
you got to pay for all of them.
You got to pay for all of them. Yeah. But the crazy thing about it is, look at something like Tubi, which uses low quality footage, like video movies. They're blowing up. They're killing it right now, because no matter what, you need content. People just need stuff to watch, right?
Yeah. You
need stuff. You need stuff to consume.
Yeah.
Unlike music, it's only so many times you can consume a movie, unless it's your favorite.
Yeah.
I like the good thing about Tubi movies is I watch it once and it's out of my mind. I'm not even thinking about it. It's in the background playing, basically.
Yeah.
But music, over and over and over, you'll consume it, and with film, it's just like, if it's not my favorite, I'm watching it twice max.
Yeah, and then
it takes up too much time of your life.
Yeah.
Somebody taking up an hour and a half of your life.
Yeah, nowadays it's 2 hours.
2 hours, 3 hours. Like, bro, that's a lot of time for somebody to take out of your life to watch it over, and you already know what happens at the end. Yeah. That's like me watching Titanic right now. It's crazy. I'm just gonna skip to the part to where everybody died.
Yeah, I want to see how y'all depict that shit.
Yeah, that's the only part I care about. Like, when I watch movies now I'm like, no, go to the part where everybody died.
Yeah, let's get
everybody looking at me like I'm. What the fuck is wrong with? I already seen all this part. Y'all already knows about to happen. Go to the part, the climax. Climax. I mean, go to the climax.
Let's see how they do it.
Yeah, and then let's end it and go to the next movie.
Yeah,
because this is crazy, and this is how everybody consumes like any footage. This is how social media is done, right? Social media. If your video is over a minute,
TikTok, you could
slide across. You slide it across, and then remember that didn't used to be a feature.
Nah,
you couldn't do that. You
couldn't
fast forward.
You had to watch that shit,
and which was torture. Yeah, that was torture to me. Like, I gotta watch 30 seconds. And
which is crazy to say. I gotta watch 30 seconds again. Yeah, because time is that short, is that limited.
It's that limited.
I need to get that. I need to get what I'm looking for right now.
Right now, which is
on to the next.
And the fact that everybody else treats time like that is, like I said, the reason why I treat time like I do. It's just it's one of those things where it's just like it's the most limited thing on earth.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, oh, water. No, time. Time is the most limited shit.
Because it could cut off at any moment.
At any moment.
Yeah.
It's like a stock. It just can drop.
You could just drop it, and that's the end. Like,
that's the end. Shit.
Flat line.
Just like that. And so that's what it is, man.
Yo, Jay Spence, man, I gotta say, man, one, this is a hell of a show. I think I could listen to you talk all day. I mean, we've been around each other for years, bro. And but I gotta say, man, I want to give you your flowers, bro, because like I said earlier, bro, I don't think without your help, I don't think I could have, really moved through my dream as making music like as successfully as I did in that short time that we were doing it. Like, as the stories that we told, we did hella shit, man, in 10, 12 years.
We did a lot.
Like, every day. Like, we just, we were doing whatever. But I think with your help, bro, like, I was able to count on you. Like, I was able to hit you up and be like, I need this done. And it's like, you hit me back right away. There's no waiting for a week, 2 weeks.
Right.
We schedule something, we get to it. You know what I mean? And I think that also taught me, like, because before that, bro, it was just me, like, and a couple of homies, work on music, but it was really me that had to make sure things got done.
Right.
But it showed me that, I could really trust somebody on the creative end. You know what I mean? So, like, I appreciate you for that, because I don't think I ever told you, like, that shit really helped me, and I appreciate it a lot, and I'm glad that we were able to do it like that and learn and grow together, experience shit, get fucking drunk after shows and try and figure out where the fuck we at, like, all shit like that.
Plenty nights.
And I gotta tell you too, man, like, I know you're on your journey now, if you always been, but like, like I said, I got you, bro.
No, you already in one, probably.
Yeah. So, like, whatever it is, like, and like, writing was my thing. I got 2 degrees from writing papers really well. one thing that my professors always told me that I was really good at writing. So all those scripts that you make, bro, send them my way. I'll edit them joints, clean them up so they ready for the world.
And then we can pack them back and get them back out here in the real
get back
world.
to the real world, bro. I'm like, it's nothing, bro. There's no time, even though we were just talking about it, there's no time for me to double think anything that I would do for you if you needed help.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate that.
I definitely want to let you know that
and
shit.
That's likewise. That's likewise.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know?
Flowers can go both ways because, bro,
Yeah.
like I said, being around, like you maybe you didn't think about it like this, but you inducted us into your crew.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
You inducted us into your crew. The crew was already there.
Yeah.
Shit, Goose already had a tat.
Yeah, it was already. Yeah, it's locked in. I still don't got that shit.
Yeah, like he was already. Yeah, he was already locked in, bro. Like I was like, oh shit, it's real.
Yeah,
I need to get my gun.
Yeah, and Mook was ready to knock anybody off.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it was already a crew.
Yeah,
it was a crew of people that already had trusted each other with their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And when me and Ramon came around, we're coming in as strangers.
Yeah.
Now we have like ties, right?
Yeah.
Both of our exes at the time worked with you, so they can vouch for us. They can tell you everything.
Definitely made it a lot easier.
Definitely made it a lot easier. It made it a lot easier for me to even get a hold of your music, right?
Yeah.
The first album of yours I got is Chicken Fingers and Loud Music.
Yeah.
That was 2007.
Yeah. This is 07, 08.
Yeah. So.
Goddamn.
So it was one of those things where it was like we benefited as well.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a crew.
Yeah.
We didn't have access. We didn't have access to shit.
Yeah, resources was we
had no put it like this. You had enough resources to mess with motherfuckers in my own neighborhood that I didn't mess with.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You were making beats for people in my neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I was. Yeah.
Yeah. You knew Doe and all them. You already not through me.
Yeah, through other people, man.
Other
OGs,
people.
man. Like people I look at as OGs.
Yeah,
like, even
through people in my neighborhood. So it was
Yeah.
like I didn't have the technology. I might have went to a school that had the tech there. But I didn't have the computer that was needed. I didn't even have the knowledge.
Right.
Because like I said, there was nobody to really teach me at this time how to use an MPC.
Yeah.
Like that's complicated to use it. And it's a simple analog machine.
100%.
But the fact is, it's complicated to get what you want out of it.
Yeah.
And you have to, and nobody taught me it has a swing and all this other stuff. It was me and you talking, or me, you, and Final talking, sitting here, and especially Final, like
he was the nerd.
Genius.
He was the nerd. Yeah, the evil genius, man.
He was the evil genius nerd. He was the one buying equipment from pawn shops. Where we would look at like, what the fuck is that?
He's like, watch, this is how you do this.
Remember the little guitar thing?
Yeah, it's like
I'm like, what the fuck is that, bro?
The omnichord. Yeah. Like, the fuck is it? It looks like a toy.
That's what I thought. I was like, is that a toy?
Yeah, he's like, nah, this shit is like, it was using this song, it was this song. I'm like, no fucking way.
No, and then he
ended
plays
up being
it for
on
you.
the song. Yeah, ended up being on Black Gold. Yeah.
So, I want to thank you for that's what I'm saying. Like, I got introduced to Final through you.
Yeah.
Like all these people that I was working with, all these people's shit, I wouldn't have worked with Fame.
Right.
Like all
That's
these,
true. Yeah, all these
people
man.
come through. All these people come through. You allowing me to be in your crew, and then saying like, "Hey, I trust you, bro." Like I trust you enough that where we gonna go down to the courtroom and put our names on the ficticious firm name. And
that's right.
And all I still got the paper.
Yeah.
Like all our names.
Frame that bitch.
I should.
Yeah.
I still got that paper.
Yeah.
All our names is on there is like basically owners of Flow D.
Yeah, we were. It was us three. Yeah.
And so that's like without me building it with you.
Yeah. It was just a natural thing.
It was just a natural thing.
It's crazy because you and Final are the longest standing like friends. You guys are my friends, man. You guys are family.
Mm-hmm.
The longest standing, not only that though, but creators that I still work with to this day. You know,
Yeah.
even though like it might not be well, I just did a show with Final.
You just did a show.
Yeah, you
show
know what
was
I'm
just
saying?
there.
Yeah, and then like, but you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all too, you know. And I'm not trying to disrespect nobody if I forgot, you know, but like for real, like we were from the base all the way up. Like we had like your guys' names are on like projects.
Yeah,
it's you know publishing, whatever the case may be, bro.
Oh, my voice is his tag.
Yeah, your voice is his tag.
It's his tag. I mean, shit, anytime you hear motherfucking finals, usually that's me
you.
screaming it.
Yeah. So man, it's just crazy, bro, and I appreciate it. And like I said, man, anytime you want to come on the show or whatever, man, like if you got ideas, man, bro, this is like a lifetime thing, bro. So like,
Nah, it's forever. No, this crew,
Yeah,
it's forever.
It's deep.
Yeah,
It just like the name, flow deep.
Yeah,
you
flow
know,
deep,
even though
yeah.
that shit don't circulate no more, but like it's the
look, it may.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah, you never know, bro.
You never know.
Like shit just be coming like out of nowhere. You next thing you know, like
yeah,
Flow Deep might be on a movie.
yeah, you never know, man.
No, and it blow up, and then somebody's like, "Yo, you never know, bro."
Yeah, it'll come back to this story. So we got that, man. So I appreciate you for coming on the show. I'm sure everyone's gonna get a lot out of this. My last question: who would you like to see on this show with me? But you got to help me get them on. Anybody, bro. But you got to help me get them on.
You mean anybody that I can actually get though?
Yeah. You can't just be like, yo, I want to see AI on the show.
Get Jesus up here.
Yeah, like, nah, you can't get that motherfucker up here.
That's a good one. I mean, it's in between Pharrell.
You gonna help me get him on?
I would want to interview him.
Oh shit! All right, we might as well. Yeah, we both coming through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, shit.
yeah, fuck it, let's go. All right,
it's like Pharrell.
I feel you though, because we were doing that. We were getting people on that we didn't even know that was popping off. So hey, I feel you.
Yeah,
let's fucking get them on the show.
Get Pharrell. Who else? It would have to be a sports person. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think which sport are we going to go football or basketball?
Either one, you already know we can make it a
like
conversation for sure.
And if it was basketball,
yeah,
in this chair,
yeah,
Kyrie Irving.
Oh hell yeah!
And I think just because he's an interesting person that doesn't care what other people think,
I need to get him on here.
So people always bring up the Earth flat shit.
Yeah.
That's
just surface level shit.
Yeah, that's
Kyrie,
surface.
Man.
That's
Come
surface
on.
level.
Yeah, let's talk to Kyrie.
But to pick his brain is almost close to picking Kobe's.
Yeah,
and you just get like, and him.
Yeah,
because they're like, I mean, he's.
Oh, I always thought about if I get AI on this show, man.
Well, I mean, he's almost they're undersized guards that are crazy at what they do.
Yeah, at the best league in the world.
Steph Curry 6'3" still.
Yeah, I think 6'4".
Maybe. You know, and Kyrie's like 6'1".
Yeah,
but like
110 pounds.
Like this, like Iverson.
Yeah,
and Tony Kukoc. I mean, I said Tony Kukoc. Christ. I meant to say Tony Parker.
Yeah,
Tony Parker. All their points come from in the paint.
Yeah, and they're small dudes.
They're small dudes.
Yeah.
So to be a person in the land of giants, I would love to hear. How does that feel? Because I can only imagine going out on the court. In real life, you're average height or tall.
Yeah.
Then you go out onto the court and you're the everybody's
dude.
waistline.
You're the smallest dude.
You're the smallest dude on the court, but everybody fear you.
Yeah.
How does that feel to be the smallest person on the court, but everybody like, I got number 3. I got number 3. Like double up on number 3. Like to say that.
Yeah.
And you the smallest person on the court.
That is crazy.
What does that feel like?
Yeah. Because most people double up. They double up on the paint, like a post player.
On a post player. But can you imagine you having to double up out 30 feet away from like on some Steph Curry
or you got to
stuff.
play him 94 feet. You got to guard him as soon as
as soon as the ball gets taken in because you
don't want him to touch it.
Like that's even like a Ja Morant.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what do you do? Like how does he feel when he can rise up on a 7-footer?
Yeah, easily
dunk it and come down and be back at his waistline.
I feel you, man.
So yeah,
we're gonna try to get them guys on here, man. We're gonna do it because we've done the inevitable at this point.
We've gotten some people that we shouldn't have been. we've been with people we shouldn't have been with.
Yeah, and then, so this could happen for
This
sure.
they actually could.
So at first I was like, "What you mean?" Yeah, for real. Well, at first I was like, "What you mean?" But actually, we've done it already.
No,
so
we've done that before, bro. We've done this.
Yeah, we have. We did this. The Word Radio.
We did this. We had a podcast
before podcast was
before
even
podcast was
podcast.
out there. This is what was that 2011?
Probably earlier, like 2009, 2010, bro. Early, early, bro.
And when we was doing the same thing, like talking to up and coming rappers and singers and shit. We was
doing it, man.
Out of a low budget
studio in downtown with all the crackheads.
Yeah, a whole bunch of crackheads in the parking lot.
Like I said, anytime you want to come through, man, just hit me up, man. And I'll check out those scripts for sure. Everybody else, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.